The Dad and Drew Show. Two idiots on tangents. Live Wednesdays at 8. YouTube.com/The Dad and Drew Show.
What's up, everybody? It's Wednesday.
Wednesday.
It's 8 o'clock.
Yes, it is. So what does that mean, Jamie? What does it mean at 8 o'clock on Wednesday?
Dad and Drew Show.
Whoop, whoop. We raise it.
Yep. Oh, you looking super festive over there. I'm liking it.
Yeah, man. Dude, we're winding into this little Christmas season here. Pretty amazing.
Christmas is like around the corner, people.
It really is.
Oh, we got people in here already. We got the Disney Strangers greetings from Colombia. We got the lovely Jaqueta, but I said wrong.
Jaqueta.
Jaqueta.
I've had to say it many times, so I think I've nailed it by now.
Jaqueta. I probably should know how to say that, but I don't because I'm an idiot.
Well, I think
there's a whole thing right up there that just says idiot.
No, but she should pronounce it out like when she's spelling it Jaqueta, because she had to actually do that for me so I can get it correct. Because I always said Jaqueta.
Jaqueta. I could say that. Like Geppetto.
Geppetto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how you been, buddy? You've been a live streaming fool.
Yes, I have. I'm good. I'm very good. Yeah, just live streaming like crazy. Got to get the Disney pass. Got to get my money's worth because tomorrow is the last day before the blackouts, whatever you want to call them.
Yeah, you keep calling them blockouts, and it keeps messing me up.
Blackouts.
I'm so used to them being called blackouts. But, I mean, there's nothing wrong with calling it a blockout date because it's the exact same thing.
Sure.
But I'm so used to the other. Like every time you're like blockout. I'm like, what's he saying?
maybe it's my pronunciation. Like palm
you do
tree.
have pronunciation issues.
I really
palm
do.
Tree. P-O-M tree.
Palm tree. Palm. You know what's funny though? But when you say palm tree, it sounds like a New England accent.
It does.
Dude, we were checking out the palm trees, so I say palm trees.
I just had a tangent idea for a bit.
I like it.
Well, we'll have to get somebody who's willing to come on the show on camera.
Okay.
And we will give them a Drew spelling test. So we'll give them words.
Okay.
And they have to spell them the Drew way.
Oh, I see. Okay. How I pronounce them.
How you pronounce them. So we'll be like, spell palm tree.
Spell a palm
and
tree.
Then they have to
palm tree.
And palm tree. P-O-M. That's how you would spell palm tree. Well, and we can see if they're right. We do the whole thing.
It's like, no, that's not how you spell it, dude. Just like a hot dog.
I'm probably the only one who think that would be interesting and fun. But yeah.
I think it would be, and that's really all that matters, Jamie. Everybody else will just have to be along for the ride.
Yes, the Pam trees.
The Pam trees.
Hey, saving for Disney. We're all saving for Disney because I want to get back to Disney.
I know, man. It's killing me.
I heard a little something on your live stream today. Hey, Lorna.
Hey, Lorna, welcome in. She didn't miss it.
I heard a little something on your live stream today. You will be upgrading when you renew your passes, you said.
Oh, yes. Yes.
You are going platinum?
We're going platinum, baby. Yeah, we're going to do well, and it's not because we're rich. Honestly, what it really boils down to is the fact that this whole year we were paying for our kids for the same pass we have, and they rarely come with us. So I'm like, okay, well, we might as well downgrade.
Well, your little had a fantastic idea. I love this kid's mind.
Yeah.
He's right there. He gave you guff for going today.
Yes, he did.
Like, how dare you guys go? I really wanted to go to Disney this time.
Oh, yeah. No, this time.
How often when you guys go on, say, a weekend or a day that he doesn't have school, is he really excited and want to go to Disney?
Well, I mean, maybe if it's Epcot and we're eating, or maybe if the mood strikes him just right. But other than that, yeah, not so much.
But today, when it was school, or Disney, he was devastated.
Oh, he was. He was like, "How?" Like you said, "How dare you go there?"
I love this kid.
I was just like,
My
dude,
kind of kid,
come on.
man. My
Oh, I
kind of
know.
kid.
I know. Yep. No, I get it. I get it. But yeah, it's just one of those things where we're like, we need to, if they're not going to come that much, then we want to like take the money and put it for us
Mhm.
so we could, you know what I mean? So we have that time as well. And not really like I'd be going on Christmas or even New Year's. Like for me, that stuff is too intense. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? Like I'm not gonna fight the chaos, even in the
It's the
40%.
leaving. It's the leaving.
It really is.
The lines to leave at the end of the day for New Year's and Christmas,
Ugh.
like get out of the park and get to your car and get some facsimile of home,
Yeah.
are horrendous. You might as well just sleep on the monorail.
Yeah. Well, and you know what? Take New Year's or Christmas or whatever, big holiday that's going on or anything like that. Just on a busy day at Magic Kingdom, leaving Magic Kingdom to get on that's my only qualm I have with Magic Kingdom is the fact that you get out of there when everybody else is leaving. You have two options: the monorail or the ferry boat, and they're both insanely busy because you all have to get to the parking lot. Like where if you were leaving Epcot, let's say Epcot, Epcot. No, it's like, you funnel through and boom, you're in the parking lot. You know what I mean? Like, and you can just kind of go. That for
You
me,
can just leave.
You can just leave. Where it's like you are
Hollywood Studios. You just to the parking lot.
Yep, same with
Animal Kingdom parking lot.
But with Magic Kingdom, I know it's awesome. It's fun to take the monorail. It's fun to do the boat. But if you're always going there and it's when you're leaving, by the time I'm leaving, I just want to get to my car.
Yeah.
Not to be, unmagical, but it's like, I'm tired.
No, the magic is over.
Yeah, right. Yeah. The magic is over and the nightmare begins.
The parking lot is not magical.
No. It's magical when you're sitting in your car and you're driving down I-4. That's like leaving the parking lot.
Yes.
That is the best. Welcome in Christopher, D for Disney.
And oh man, I missed everybody because I have a different screen open right now. Perfect.
Let me see. Christina
J. This is what you do all day.
What's that?
This is what you do all day. This is your jam, just responding to people in the chat.
It is. Well, because I want everybody to feel, a part of it.
People recognize that. That is one of the reasons that your stream is taken off and people are loving it. It's because you take the extra effort to interact and try to do your best to acknowledge people, talk to people, do things, and it does make a difference in the chat and in the stream.
Yeah. No,
really. It's not just a webcam of people looking around the park, which I like.
Well, and that honestly with the live stream, that was my whole thing, and that was the reason why I don't some scenarios like that where it's like you go in and it's like you literally feel like you're just watching somebody else have fun on the outside. You know what I mean? Like you're on the outside looking in, you're not really included. And I know the bigger you get, the harder it is. I understand that.
Yeah, because the chat's flying by and it's almost impossible to.
Yeah, I get that, but my main thing was like, I told Veronica from the start, like, I want to engage. I want people to feel like they're here, wherever we are with us and joking around, just having a good time and just feeling part of it,
Yeah. Well, we have so much to get to. There's just an insane amount of news that dropped this week from Disney. So let's get to.
It's time for Disney, Universal, theme parks, that kind of stuff news. You didn't think would be more like focused on that, did you?
We got a ton of news to get to, folks.
Bring it.
Disney went ham. I mean, they went full crazy. And you know what they say? You never go full crazy.
No, you don't.
They did.
Or full ham.
Whoops. That's not what I wanted to do.
That was neat, though.
I wanted to share something else. That was like our TPS reports.
That's right. Hey, welcome in, Vicky Peterson.
Hey, where is my little application? Okay, this is very organized. There we go. All right, here we go. This is what I wanted to show. All right, Disney had what they call their investor presentation. And Disney's a company. Disney has investors. So every once in a while, they do this thing where they make this big presentation. Usually it's a live thing. This time it was like a virtual, but it was recorded. And they announced just a billion things. I mean, the amount of things that they announced was
startling.
Way too much for anything to even like. I don't even know if we're going to be able to get to all of it. Stop it. People don't want to see our channel page stuff. You guys got to see a bunch of stuff about our 12 views that we have on the channel there. I keep hitting the wrong button. I'm really good at this. I really am. I
know. But 12 views is better than 11, Jamie.
Yes. You could have 11, but we got 12. And I did it again. Why is it doing that? Now it's not my fault. Now it's actually, I think it's this software of Streamlabs is being dumb with me, and it doesn't like what I'm trying to do. Okay.
Hey, Power Mad, welcome in.
There we go. Do it. Yes.
Yeah. Nailed it. We did that.
All right. So the majority of what they announced was all about Disney Plus, man. Disney is no longer a theme park company. That's just like extra. Yeah. It's like we have those, but really we are a streaming media company. They leaned heavy into Disney Plus. And I'll admit they needed to. Aside from The Mandalorian and a couple of little things here and there, I don't. Disney Plus is not my go-to place when I fire up something streaming to find something to watch.
Yeah.
They just didn't have the content. You know, they had all the old school movies and stuff like that if you want to do a movie, but like just on a general basis, I don't think they didn't really have a lot.
No, they couldn't have kept it going unless they add, you got to add to it. You can't just kind of let it sit there and become stale.
Now, when they originally launched it, they were hoping to have like 60 million subscribers by the end of 2022 or something. They hit 87 million subs already.
Wow.
So their goal was 60 by like another year, and they just hit 87 million. So the pandemic may have tanked their theme park business, but everybody was at home and was like, you know what? I'm streaming everything.
Yep.
As much content as I can find, I'm signing up for all of them.
Why not?
Yeah. How many do you have? I've got, as I say, we got Netflix. I got Disney Plus. I got what is the other one that we have? HBO Max, because we get that for free.
Really?
Yeah, because as an AT&T customer, because you have crappy service, they give you free.
Yeah. Make up for it so you feel better about it.
Yeah. And then, of course, I have Amazon Prime because I pay for Prime for all the shipping, and then they give you the other one.
Yep. I have all the ones that you have, except instead of HBO Max, we have Hulu.
Hulu, okay.
Yeah, we had Hulu, but I think we got it because that was like super cheap or something like that at the time.
Yeah, Hulu is also owned by Disney, and there's a rumor.
I didn't know that.
There's a rumor that they're going to merge Disney Plus and Hulu into one thing. And that was like one of the things. Like, Disney Plus has like only family stuff. Yeah, they have nothing at all edgy.
Right.
So they were pushing all their edgy-ish stuff to Hulu, but I guess they're going to try and do like a Netflix style where it's all in Disney Plus, but then you need like a login to access the
adult content. Yeah, like adult content. Oh, that's smart.
We're not talking adult content. No, we're talking like, rated R in some cases would be like out of the realm for what they consider Disney-ish.
Right.
So now there is a show that is on there that I don't think that they would have to put like 2 passwords on. It's called Future Man on Hulu. Have you watched it?
No, I've never even heard of it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, is it?
Oh my God. It's the kid from with the bow and arrow, Hunger Games.
I almost said
Josh Hutcherson. It's from kid from Robin Hood.
Okay, yeah.
No, Josh Hutcherson. It's the boy from them. And the whole premise is he's like this video game kid, and people come back in time Terminator style because he beats this video game, and it was a test, kind of like The Last Starfighter. Okay. Anyone who beat this video game showed they were worthy to be the Future Man and save the world. But literally, it is so over the top vulgar and violent.
Really?
That it's so hilarious. I mean, there is just so many wrong jokes and because the people they don't the people who come back to save him don't realize it was a video game. They thought it was like a real warrior test, and they're like, "You're a freaking video game guy." It's just seriously. It's a good watch if you have time to watch. It's like 2 or 3 seasons.
Future Man.
It's hilarious. If you like The Boys, it's very much in that vein, making fun of time travel-y. They make fun of the time travel of it and stuff.
Yeah.
Very good.
Future Man.
Sidebar aside. So another thing, if you have Disney Plus, your prices are going up. They are going to increase to $7.99. I think it was $6.99. So you're going up $1. That's what Netflix has done. They slowly. It's $1. It's another $1. It's 50 cents. It's $1. Now it's $95 for Netflix. And do you know that Netflix still has a disc option?
Do they really?
You can still have them mail you DVDs.
I remember, I remember that.
That's how they started.
Yeah, and I remember doing it.
That's how I started. I used to do the 4 movie plan.
Yeah,
and I'd binge those 4 and then send them back, and then binge them and send them back.
Yep.
Yeah. Maybe if Drew went back in time, he could save his gimbal. Oh man, ouch, Power Man.
Burn.
Major
burn.
And FYI, people, we completely encourage the making fun of me and Drew at all times in every scenario of every stream or anything we do.
Absolutely. We are what do you call it? We basically are on, we chose to be doing our YouTube.
We chose to be here, so we knew what we're signing up for.
We really did.
And we bust each other's chops. So
and it's fun.
I've always treated my friendships as, if I can't bust chops with you, we're probably not going to work out as friends.
Right.
Because I will eventually not remember that you don't like that and bust your chops over something, then you are going to get hurt.
Yep.
Because I'm going to say something wildly inappropriate, but I think it's funny.
Yeah. And you don't take it funny. See, and that's why you and I think that's why we hit it off right away, dude. That's why we're still friends.
Yes. I think so.
I love it. I love the giving each other a hard time thing. It's funny.
Yes.
It amuses me.
Yes. So they're upping your price a little bit. Now, I signed up when they first launched for the 3-year locked in price. So I've got Disney Plus for 3 years. We already prepaid for it for a locked in price. We got it at 50% off. I think we only paid $100 and something bucks for 3 years worth of Disney Plus.
Right.
So, we're locked in on that deal. So they announced everything. One of the first things they announced is this movie from, I think it's not Pixar. This is the Disney Animation Studios, the same people who brought you
Zootopia,
Frozen, and Zootopia, and Let It Go.
Let it go. You know what though? But honestly,
let that go.
You should let that go. No, but it's funny that the Disney, animation studios or whatever they call it there, and Pixar, I didn't know for quite a while that Zootopia wasn't Pixar. Just in my mind, I assumed it was because it had the same look. But I mean, but you can see, if you go back and rewatch it, you can notice subtle details that kind of, you know what I mean, that make them different than Pixar.
Yeah, I would say that the Disney Animation Studio stuff looks more traditional animation,
a little flatter
versus the very 3D-ish version of a Pixar movie.
You're absolutely right. I agree. Yeah, it's a little more flat.
They're trying to make it look like the hand-drawn animation a little bit,
right? Versus
Pixar's full-on digital realism.
Yeah, the more rounded and
So there's this movie called Raya and the Last Dragon, and that's their new one. And I couldn't keep up with all of this stuff. Even in researching, I don't know a whole lot about this movie. It's this chick and there's a dragon and there's one of them left apparently. And
it looks
cool.
It does look cool. It looks like it's like a chipmunk with a shell on it.
Yeah. She looks like Raiden.
Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely.
So she's gonna go at some point.
So she's violent, is what you're saying, like Raiden.
Wait, hold on. Drew's back. Okay, I'm confused. Drew, is that you or?
Oh, sorry, I was doing that while I was doing the live. sorry about that, guys. I was typing away.
I didn't even see you. You are amazing.
Dude, I'm such a multitasker.
It does look like a roly-poly bug, Jaquita.
Oh, my, yep. Now, what is
we
that?
used to call them pill bugs.
Okay. Yeah, like the one
in New
from
Jersey
Bug's
where I
Life.
grew up.
Like Bug's Life?
I guess so, yeah. Like you would touch them and they'd roll up into a little ball.
Yeah. It's a roly-poly squirrel.
D for Disney, flawless victory.
That's awesome.
Okay, no problem, Kachita.
We'll let it go.
A water bug. Okay, maybe I could see that.
Or up north, it's a water bug.
It's a water bug.
It's a water bug, dude.
Now, this is going to come out in theaters and be on Disney Plus, but it's going to be the Mulan style. So if you want to watch this, you're gonna have to pay the $29.99 up front if you want early access.
Yep.
Or you can wait months down the road and watch it like a freebie cheapo, like I did with Mulan. We just watched Mulan last weekend. Have you seen Mulan?
So
the new one?
I saw half of it. We haven't finished it.
Okay.
But in the beginning, hold on, spoiler for anybody that not really, but it still is part of the
really.
movie.
They didn't deviate too far from the story.
Well,
so.
Okay, yeah, all right. Well, anyway, no, dude, when the guys were like being like catapulted or something in the beginning, and they are literally running up the walls. Did that happen in the cartoon?
Yeah.
Did it really?
Oh yeah, the Hun guys were crazy. They could like defy gravity, and
I've only seen Mulan like twice, the original, but for me it was like that happened, and I was like, this is hard to accept. They were running up a wall.
Drew,
no, I know what
there's
you're
a witch who can possess people.
Yeah, I know. No, I know. No, and I agree. No, and it's like, you got a genie that comes out of the bottle.
My issue was, I don't care. That's a girl. Like at no point,
right,
when she was dressed as a boy, did I look at her and go, "Oh yeah, that totally would fool me. That's a boy."
Mm-hmm.
Like literally, I was like, "That's a girl."
Yeah. How did they not see that? They not see that? Yeah.
I thought it was a good movie. If you just watched it as an action movie, I thought it was a good movie.
Right.
It was well acted. The fights were good. The cinematography was amazing. If you're going in there looking for a musical, you're going to be pissed off there's no songs. The one thing that tripped my wife out was the Emperor is Jet Li.
Oh, okay.
And but he's got like this crazy goatee, and it doesn't look like Jet Li. She argued with me for like 5 to 10 minutes. She's like, "It's not Jet Li. That is not Jet Li." I'm like, "It's Jet Li." She said, "No, it's not." "Oh my God, that's Jet Li."
You're like, I told you.
I told you. And dude, there's a scene in there. I love Donnie Yen. Like, I think he's like one of the greatest action stars, one of my favorites. He plays like her commanding officer and trainer. And there's a scene where he's doing like sword work, like crazy. Dude, they had to tell him to slow down because the camera could not catch the moves he was doing them at the speed he was doing it.
Wow.
They're like, "Dude, no.
Slow it.
Back it off a notch."
Yeah. You're up here, dude. Bring it down here.
Bring it down here. So yeah, I thought it was a pretty good movie. I was happy, and I was surprised because no singing, no princessy stuff.
Yeah.
The kiddo fully engulfed in it, was very interested in it the whole way.
Wow. That's
watched
awesome.
the whole thing. Like, it went pretty well.
And she's a fan of the original.
She liked the original movie.
Okay.
But she's more into the princesses and the singing and stuff like for the movies. So this was just like basically an action movie.
Yeah.
And she was into it. She was, because I think it was like a female lead.
Mhm.
And she was like really getting into that. It was a chick. Why does Drew need to lay off go-go juice? Who needs to lay off go-go juice? What's going on?
I don't know. I think I missed something. Oh no, the guy with the swords. The guy with the swords needs to lay off go-go juice.
To lay off the go-go juice. Got it. Makes
yeah.
sense. Okay. I'm with you now.
Jamie's here with us, everybody.
We've made it.
We have made it.
It went over my head, but I would catch it.
He would catch it. I helped him catch it. I
would catch it. So that's one thing that they announced, is that this is going to be early access, and then the same thing for Mulan. If you wait long enough, you're going to get it for free. Mm-hmm. I'm a wait long enough to get it for free kind of guy, because right now, what else I got to do? I'm not worried about rushing out to see something, because there's so much out there that you can see. I'm not worried about paying for. I don't know if this one's going to do quite as well as the early access as the Mulan did for them, because everybody was like, "Oh, it's Mulan." Yeah. Like, this is a new thing that nobody knows about. I don't know.
Yeah. No. Well, and as you know, states open up incrementally, a little bit more, like we were saying about like people starting to go out and be able to actually get out. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how well that will do, but
yes, I did cut my hair. This was my haircut that I had to do for the wedding that I was needed to do to get seated at the table with my family. The beard had to get trimmed and the hairs needed to get cut, all of them.
Yeah, kind of like mine. My stuff I got rid of. Yeah.
Yeah. I see the stubble is gone. The wife put down the foot, huh?
You know what though? I'm a stubborn person, and if I really wanted it, I would have been like, no, I'm keeping it. But I just got to a point where I'm like, it's getting itchy. I haven't had a beard in like 2 years, and I was like, you know what? Nope. Mm-hmm. I want to shave it. I just got rid of it.
All right. Now, I don't have a screen for this, but just to go, there's another thing they announced that I thought was pretty cool. This is Ahsoka, which we will fully get into. Mm-hmm. But they're also giving the guy who did Fargo is going to make a series on Disney Plus in the alien world. You know, like Aliens.
Yeah. Like the actual movie Aliens. Okay. Yeah.
And it's going to be set on Earth. And it's going to like blend the thriller and the action of the original film and then the James Cameron films. No information really about it, but it's going to be like set on Earth, which is pretty cool. Because I actually don't watch a lot of horror movies, but I did like the Aliens movies. That alien that xenomorph is just too cool looking.
No, but you know what though? It's not really horror-y. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Like, it's a little more like maybe thriller, I guess, is maybe suspense thriller kind of thing, where it was like, they have kind of monstery things, but it's not really straight up horror. You know what I mean? It's a little like on the edge of your seat kind of thing.
Dude, the chest burster.
Oh my goodness.
That is so iconic, man.
I love that in the movie Spaceballs. Oh wait, that was in Aliens too? That was in Aliens too?
Yeah.
Sorry.
But in Spaceball, he does a dance maneuver and a singing dance number. Hello, baby. Hello.
Oh my goodness. I love that.
I'll have the soup. I'm going to have the soup.
Oh my God, dude. I love it.
Oh, I love it. So I thought that was cool.
Welcome in, Mike Wazowski.
Hey, Mike Wazowski. Thank you for coming in.
From Chicago.
But this, dude, they announced 10 like Star Wars series and movies.
That does not hurt my feelings at all. That's amazing, dude. It's amazing.
Now, I do have a little bit of trepidation about it.
Ooh, good word. Good word.
That they don't go too far and not too worry about the quality.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I want to make sure that they're really focusing on the quality. And I'm kind of okay with this because like a lot of it is being headed by Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau. So they've kind of given them the reins to kind of oversee everything, and they're kind of really steering the ship. And I think as long as they have that kind of going for them, I think they'll be cool.
No, but I agree with you though. I don't want them just to pump stuff out like a money machine kind of vibe.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, take the time, like, because there's a lot riding on this, and obviously they know that. But like, for us to watch it, like, I want to see something good, man. That's why Mandalorian's so good.
Yes, because it's perfect. It's action,
quality.
it's adventure, it's old Star Wars, it's quality, it's good writing, it's fan service, but not too much fan service.
Yeah.
Like
not to the point where it's tacky.
really, really well.
Mhm.
This one I'm super excited about because Ahsoka Tano is one of my favorite characters from the Clone Wars,
Mhm.
and I think Rosario Dawson nailed her
Great
in
cast.
in The Mandalorian.
Mhm.
And so they're giving her own spin-off series.
Amazing.
And now they're getting ambitious here, people. I'm gonna sneeze. I can feel it. You ever just have that sneeze that just like starts here and then starts
Rattle, yeah.
its way
Starts
up
rattling.
to right behind your eye, and you're like, I'm gonna sneeze now. But then
Just
you don't.
look at the light. Look at the light.
Ugh.
Look at the light.
No, they are not ears. They're just like she's an alien, people. It's just like I think it's her hair.
Yeah. Maybe it's like
I think it's kind of like her hair
that she just let do its thing. Kind of like dreadlocks. Kind of like dreadlocks. Yeah.
But okay, so they're gonna do this Ahsoka series. They've got one called Rangers of the New Republic, which I guess is kind of like the people who are the soldiers in the New Republic. Not a lot of information about that one. There's going to be Andor, which is set in the Rogue One time frame.
Don't even get me started.
Great time frame.
Yes.
But okay, so they've got. I got to go back. So they're doing Rangers of the New Republic and Boba Fett. Boba Fett, where is getting his own series? So you're gonna have Ahsoka, this Rangers, and Boba Fett series, all set in the Mandalorian timeline, which are going to culminate in a cinematic style Avengers meetup moment.
Smart.
So they're going to do interweaved storytelling amongst these series, all set in the same time frame, that are going to come to a single conclusion of an epic event.
Oh my God. That is going to be amazing if they pull it off correctly. If they pull
and I think they will. They've got the people in it. They've got the people in place to do it. Can you imagine like a TV Star Wars Avengers moment, dude? And I think that's why, because everybody's like, "Oh my God, this can't be it for Ahsoka Tano." Like she was in one episode,
right?
Like that seems like such a waste to hire Rosario Dawson to do that move. Can she braid her zebra tails? I don't know, Christina J. I don't know if they can cut them, if they're like, like fingernails, where like fingernails are basically just hair that grows in a weird way and you can cut them. I have no idea. Maybe we'll find out.
Yeah. Maybe she'll shave it up.
But dude, can you just
but you know what though? Like
together?
Like it's gonna be amazing, but that like you were saying about people being like, oh, that can't be it for for Ahsoka. And the thing is, I think really, honestly, just like any type of production, business move, blah, 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 I think they were like, all right, let's give it one episode, because if it is bad, and you know what I mean? And we get a lot of backlash.
Let's check the reaction. People love it. And then we announce that she's getting her own show.
Yeah, feel the room. And then if people are like, oh my gosh, this is amazing.
Let's go wait in line with Trish. I'm just calling you Trish.
Yes, I do call her Trish now. Trish the dish.
Yes. Have we ever figured out where that's from? It's from something.
If anybody knows, let us know.
Somebody put it in the comments. Please let us know.
Trish the dish.
So they've got all that going on in the Mandalorian time frame. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then they've got Andor. And dude, I didn't even realize this till I watched the presentation. Do you know who's show running this thing?
No.
The guy who did the Bourne Identity movies.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Their theme in this thing is like a Jason Bourne Star Wars spy thriller scenario.
Okay, that makes sense.
And this is where I think, yes, and this is where I think the Marvel, and they're totally stealing this from the Marvel Cinematic Universe. This is where Marvel went so well. Marvel started making movies, like themed movies, but superheroes. So they're like, okay, Avengers, it's a heist movie.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like a classic heist movie.
Right.
But in the superhero games. Same thing with like Ant-Man. Ant-Man was a heist movie.
Yep.
They've got like a buddy cop movie. Like they're taking classic movie styles and then making movies on that,
weaving them
and
into the storyline.
Yeah.
No, I agree.
So that, they've got like a spy movie, so that's, they got that going. They've got like an old time war movie, a classic, war movie. We got that for Captain America. Like they're using classic genre movies and then fitting superheroes into those genres. And it's so smart.
Well, it's brilliant. So you're not honestly getting that like regurgitated same story with a different character, because let's fit like you get bored, man, where it's like same origin story, same origin story.
Exactly.
You gotta kind of switch it up.
Fight a guy.
Right. Get to the end, fight the big guy, which, I mean, let's all face it, they all have the same type of premise framework that you can't change. But like you're saying, they're taking these other elements, weaving them in throughout, which like this makes so much sense, dude, during the Rogue One time to have a spy type movie. Like that's just amazing. Like that totally is going to work, It's
going to be good. It's totally going to, because this guy was great. He played the part amazing in Rogue One. Rogue One's still one of my top Star Wars movies. Of the new ones they've made, I think it's one of the best ones they made.
For me, that's number 2 on my favorite Star Wars movie list.
Yeah, I could be down with that.
Huge movie.
But for me, also the other thing is anything that gives me more time with K2SO, his robot buddy,
dude,
legend.
Really, absolutely, dude, absolutely. Like that character was so well done and well like formulated that I was like on the verge of tears.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Towards the where I'm like, oh my God, like you
had so much of an emotional connection when that character died. You were just like, no. Because the guy who plays in Alan Tudyk is a fantastic actor and he's hilarious.
Yes, he is. He's great casting choice.
Nailed that part. So anything that gives me more time with that character, I'm 100% in. I don't care that I know that they eventually die in a horrific death.
But one that was a sacrificial, you know what I mean? Like that, what the biggest sacrifice you could do, man. You know what I mean?
And it bores the name. It's and they gave the idea of the rogue squadrons when they're like, okay, how did that name come up? This is how the name come up. It's in honor of this group that sacrificed, and that's why they call their squadrons the Rogue Squadrons. Speaking of Rogue Squadron,
tell me about it.
There's a whole freaking movie. They're doing freaking Top Gun in space.
That's awesome.
They got Patty Jenkins, the Wonder Woman director, who does a fantastic job. She's going to direct it. It's going to be friggin' Top Gun in space. And I'm so excited.
I still got to watch Top Gun.
Oh,
I know. Yeah. It's a crime.
100%.
I know it's a crime.
It is.
It's a crime. But I know of it. I have an idea of it. So.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The Vader in a hallway.
What did we say, Jamie? What did we say? What were we talking about last week or the other week about that scene?
How does he go from amazing lights to these? I'm gonna fight you, Obi-Wan. And
you're gonna take that, and then take
and this is
that.
Literally like a week before, maybe. I don't know. It's not that far away.
You know what? He got tired, Jamie. He got tired. Forgot a little bit of his training. You know,
it was an off day.
It was an off day. He had It was leg day. It was leg day.
It was leg day.
Yeah.
So Kenobi.
Needed this one, dude. Needed this one.
Ewan McGregor was literally one of the best parts of the entire prequels, other than Darth Vader or Darth Maul.
Yep, hands down.
Darth Maul and Kenobi were literally the two greatest parts.
Yep.
Of the whole prequels. Yep. And to see more of from when he left to when Luke finds it. Like, what the heck was he doing? We saw some of it in the Clone Wars, so I don't know exactly where they're going to set this.
Yeah, time frame,
time wise, but Ewan is an awesome actor.
Mm-hmm. He's an amazing dude.
He's an amazing actor, and this is just good. Now they even announced Hayden Christensen's coming back as Darth Vader, which awesome. But I have questions.
Oh, gee, what are your questions, Jamie?
Why?
Mm-hmm.
Because he's in the suit. He's not going to do the voice.
Right.
They better not have him do the voice because James Earl Jones is still alive. And that is Darth Vader's voice.
And you have enough from the archive that you could just take his voice out to like piece together.
So, like, what's the why? Like, is it going to be like scenes with the helmet off, looking all weird? Like, I don't understand. Or flashbacks, or what's going on?
Oh yeah, maybe flashbacks, dude. Maybe it'll be flashbacks. But
they legitimately said Hayden Christian is back as Darth Vader.
Maybe
I'm really confused.
Maybe he just needed a job, dude, and they were like, "Hey, do you want to get in the suit?" And
maybe, I don't know. I'm a little confused.
Well, we'll have to wait and see. But I heard that, and I was like, "Okay." Veronica told me in the car the other day. She's like, "Guess who's coming back as Darth Vader?" I'm like, "What?"
Here's what I say.
Okay.
His goal as an actor was to make you hate that guy.
Oh, and you hated him.
You hated him.
Yes, you did.
He was an impetulant little jerk.
Mm-hmm.
And you hated him.
Mm-hmm.
And when he made that turn, you were like, yeah, I hate this guy.
Yeah. Even though it was quite a quick turn, in my opinion. Yeah. But I don't want to get into that. That's a whole nother story.
So I'm a little but I just see anything of Ewan McGregor playing more of that. They all joke because, okay, so like Ewan McGregor and the character that Katie Sackhoff plays in The Mandalorian, in canon age, were about the same age as when Obi-Wan was on Tatooine with Luke.
Mm-hmm.
So the actor playing Obi-Wan is about the same, like 45 or 50, as 45, somewhere in that range, what they're saying, as the girl playing the Mandalorian girl. They're like, why does he look so old? Like, how did he go from Ewan to that? In like, he's only 45. Why does he look 70? They're like, does Tatooine age you more?
Rough year, man. Rough year.
Living?
Yeah, rough living.
He went through a row of 2020s. I don't know.
Eating out of trash cans and stuff, just not feeling so savory.
Yeah, I don't know. So there's a big joke about that, like, and they're saying that they finally fixed, like, Boba Fett's like the same age as Obi-Wan would have been in A New Hope, and they're like, Boba Fett is literally smashing stormtroopers with a spear. Maybe it's the two sons. Yes, Camilla's right. Maybe the double sons age you more.
Oh yeah, I can see that, man. I mean, the desert and beaten down on him.
I'm wondering if he gets hit with force lightning, because force lightning ages you prematurely.
That's true. Maybe he had a little bout with that.
A little bout with the Darth Vader, and Darth Vader force lightnings him a little, and it ages him. I don't know.
Yeah.
Another show that they've announced is set in the High Republic era. I don't know if you know what this is. This is from like the extended universe.
No, I really don't.
This is hundreds of years before A New Hope.
Oh, wow.
This is like the heyday of the Jedi, before the Sith have really kind of taken a hold. And they're going to do a whole series called The New Republic or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be called Acolyte. And it's set in the times of the High Republic. And it's going to be like the Sith just starting to take a hold. So there's a lot of, and the thing that they like about this is it's not beholden to anything. They're not locked in with the Skywalkers and the things. Right. Like, they can literally tell any story they want with a bunch of Jedi.
Yeah.
which is kind of cool.
Yeah. They can move around freely.
It's going to explore a galaxy of shadowy secrets and emerging dark side powers.
Well, that's cool. It's a little origin-y kind of story.
Yep.
You know?
And this one is going to be a martial arts vibe. So they're saying it's going to have a very kind of like Donnie Yen from Rogue One. How he was like the martial art kind of guy. Awesome. So they're going to kind of throw with that in. And it's the lady who did the Russian Doll series on Netflix, which I haven't watched.
Never even heard of it.
It's like a rated R Groundhog Day. I looked it up.
Okay.
So it's the chick from, dude, what were those high school movies where Stifler was in them?
Oh.
American Pie.
American Pie. Yeah.
Remember the one like kind of weird girl who like drank from a flask and like was kind of crass?
Not the red-haired.
A red-haired one.
Oh, it is the red-haired. Okay. Yeah.
She's basically the Bill Murray character, and she keeps dying on her birthday. But it's like very vulgar and whatnot. Supposedly it's really good. So that's the person who's in charge of this thing. It's gonna have like a martial arts vibe. I'm in.
I'm in. Absolutely. I'll check it out.
Martial arts Star Wars? Oh yeah. I'm down.
Any new Star Wars.
Rogue Squadron.
Yes.
Just the logo.
Mm-hmm.
The logo's good.
That's vicious. And,
dude. So I didn't know this, but the director, Patty Jenkins, her dad was a fighter pilot.
Really?
Yeah.
World War II or something?
No, like F-14s or something like that. She's not that old, I guess. But so he flew fighters out of a base, and so she used to watch her dad in these fighter jets, and says she's always wanted to make a fighter movie, movie about fighter pilots, but has never found the right thing, and finally found it with this story.
That's awesome.
I think there's just so much they can do with this. It's so much they can do with this.
Got X-Wings all over the place, dude. I mean, come on.
Dude, X-Wings everywhere.
Seriously. That is awesome. That's going to be, dude, it's an overload of, this is just Star Wars stuff.
Yeah, we haven't even gotten into any of the Marvel stuff.
This is just
the Star Wars stuff. Crazy.
It's amazing. Now, what do you?
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, what are you most excited for so far that we've talked about? What is the one that you're like, yes, give it to me?
I'm saying it's the three. It's the Mando, Ahsoka, Rangers, and Boba Fett, all being in a connected universe that are going to culminate into like a finale type thing.
Yeah,
that I'm so looking forward to that, because I'm all in on Mando.
Yeah, no,
like legitimately, I would consider Mando, if you strung them together as a movie, one of my top movies in the whole Star Wars thing. Like literally, it's that good.
Yeah. No, it's amazing, dude. Mando's amazing. Way more amazing than I even thought it was going to be.
Okay, question. I have a lot of questions about this. Is his real name Thor? Were his parents fans of comics? Or were they just Swedish? I need to know.
Yeah. Maybe all of the above.
All of the above. I need to know about this, because it just doesn't all add up. It doesn't add up. Yeah. I don't think I've ever met anybody named Thor. Maybe there are people named Thor and I just don't know them. I've met a guy named Torsten.
Well,
sort of sounds like Thor.
I will say this though. Along the lines of Thor, my brother's ex-wife's brother was named cousin's uncle
college.
Right. Right. His name was Loki. They were Icelandic.
Okay. That's what I'm wondering. Like, is this an Icelandic thing?
Yeah. Yes, it's his real name, and his dad was a huge fan of the comics.
Okay.
And there you go.
I'm down. That works. Oh, last final question. Is he built like Thor?
That's the real question. I mean, yeah. Does he have is he like Thor, like Ragnarok Thor? Or
if you saw him, would you be like, oh yeah, that guy's name would be Thor?
Yeah. Or is it like Maybe we should change his name because I don't think I could. I don't think I could go
Not
for
gonna bag
Thor.
on her boyfriend, but I'm just wondering. I need to know.
You're horrible, Jamie. You're
Or is
horrible.
he 5'2", and like
Like I do not think I could pass as Thor. They'd be like,
right.
"Mm."
That's a bold move that you name your kid Thor. You're really playing the
Yeah,
hope that he's gonna
rolling the
block,
dice, man. Seeing what, throwing him down. See what happens.
you know.
God, I hope he looks like Thor. I hope he's.
Please don't be 5'1". Please
Yeah.
don't be 5'1".
Oh my goodness, that's horrible.
Oh, not that there's anything wrong with a guy being 5'1", but
No,
a guy being 5'1" named Thor,
right.
a little
And,
bit.
it's funny. Christopher, I just said what I was thinking in my head too, because I was like,
Is he Fat Thor?
which
or is
movie?
he-
Yeah, which movie are we talking about? Because Thor was in a couple.
Oh my god, this is going off the rails already, people.
It really is. We're not even through the Star Wars
We haven't
portion
even
of the
gotten through the
news.
first portion of the news.
Uh,
And then the last Star Wars part I have is Takai Waititi. I think I said that right. Probably didn't.
okay.
Is getting his own Star Wars movie too.
I'm going to say you said it perfectly, Jamie.
So this is, for those of you who don't know, this is the Guardians. No, Takai Waititi. He's the Thor Love and Thunder guy. He's the guy who did Thor Ragnarok
Yes.
and brought a lot of humor to. He changed Thor. He rescued Thor, in my opinion.
I agree.
Because the first Thor was okay. It was a pretty good movie. It was solid. Second Thor, ooh,
That was
was
a tough
one of
watch.
the weakest of the Marvel movies.
It was hard to get through, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
It was literally, it was hard for me to get through. Like I was just like,
It was to the point where apparently, like, Chris Hemsworth was like, I don't know if I want to be Thor anymore.
really.
Like, yeah, he was kind of like, this character is not great. And then they bring this guy on, and Thor does like a 180. He goes from being stick up the butt to like just the funniest guy in the entire Marvel universe, basically.
He's like the Dave Bautista of the Avengers.
Oh my god, he's so good.
Yep.
And like, and then the director also plays the Rock guy, who's Thor's buddy that he finds in the
I love that.
in the jail.
I love his voice.
I think his name's like Crag. He's like, hey man, I don't know, maybe we don't say that word around here. Like, he's just got like this voice.
Oh, he's just chilling. You're like, that voice does not fit that body, dude. But it makes sense. But it makes
It
sense.
makes sense. It works so perfect. So he's got a Star Wars movie coming out, and there's literally no information about it other than this rock-looking Star Wars logo.
What does that remind me of? What does that remind you of?
They're saying Ben-Hur.
Okay, that's what it is. Yep. I didn't realize, but that is. It's very Ben-Hur looking.
It's very Ben. So they're wondering if it's going to be like a really ancient Star Wars movie, but I hope he throws his humor into it, and he better.
Yeah.
Fun fact, he also plays the assassin droid in the first episode of Mandalorian.
Really?
The droid that wants to kill Baby Yoda,
Right.
that spins and does all the stuff.
Yeah, he's awesome. I love that droid.
That's him. He plays
I didn't know
that. Yeah. He loves to voice these like oddball characters.
Mm-hmm.
Fun fact, he's also Green Lantern's best friend in the Green Lantern movie.
No, really?
Go back and watch it.
Oh man, now I got it. Yeah. All right. I'd never
He's
even
Ryan Reynolds' best friend when Ryan Reynolds is showing him like that he can be Green Lantern. And he's like, ha!
Yeah.
It does something. Hold on.
Yeah. Well, let me try that. Yeah. Let me try that.
Plug it in, or what do I do?
Now I got to go back and rewatch that, dude. I never even.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, you know what? Kachita Magic. She said it kind of looks like Life of Brian.
Okay. Thor, 6'4", bearded, and a rugby player. No, the parents nailed it then.
Yeah.
They nailed it.
Unless they waited until he was about 16 to name him, and they were just like, we're just going to call him
We're just going with
baby to be announced.
baby to be unnamed Bennett boy.
Okay, yeah.
Wait until he rolls into this and that guy's a Thor.
He's a Thor. Because we might have to call him Loki. We don't know yet.
We might have to go with Loki if he comes out.
Go with Loki. He's skinny and
keeps stealing stuff from everybody.
He's really gangly and he.
So that's like the Star Wars stuff, dude.
Hey, dude, Chasing Dreams with Mike.
Hey, Chasing Dreams with Mike.
Yeah, I'm all in.
Thank you for stopping. I'm so in.
And
on all this Star Wars stuff.
I'm really excited about some more Boba Fett, dude, because Boba Fett it's just amazing, dude. I am so glad they didn't just go and we're done with that whole thing.
Right.
Because I kept hearing they're gonna do something with Boba Fett, and then they were like, not anymore. And then maybe, and then not anymore.
He was gonna get a movie, and then he's not.
Yeah.
And then
like,
maybe the Mandalorian is what they were supposed to do with Boba Fett, but they made it a different character.
Which
but
is
they
fine.
had plans.
They did have plans. They did have plans. But I'm also really excited about the Obi-Wan thing, man. I love Obi-Wan. I mean, come on now.
Oh yeah. Well, Drew, there's also one other thing we love to do on this show. We both love Star Wars.
Yes, we do.
But we also both love hot sauce.
Yes, we.
Dad and Drew.
So hot right now.
Yep. It's about that time, folks.
Hot sauce time. Hot sauce.
Hot sauce time. Hot sauce time.
Hot sauce time.
All right. Tonight we're doing another one from our friends at House Autry because we still have a month worth of House Autry sauces to go through.
Yes, we do.
They sent us so many.
Couldn't be any more thanks. More thanks.
I think we've only got one that's not shark bite, but this is a good one. I picked this one for today because of the color. It has like this orangey look to it. So I'm thinking it's got to have some sort of citrus or something. The first ingredient says mangoes.
Oh, you're good, Jamie. You are good. Oh, I already have a good feeling about this because I've realized the other mango, the other one that they made that's not shark bite with the mango and the Scotch bonnet.
And it was only amazing. A 4. Remember that one was a 4?
That's right. Yes.
This is a mango 7, which is the only thing both of us said about the other one was, God, I wish it was hotter.
Maybe they took that one and just added more spice to it.
Yes. Sammy was here. I thought I saw her.
I have not seen Skaduchin. I think she said earlier she was doing something. I don't know.
She was driving, I thought she said.
I think she was mad about the hashtag Macron.
Oh, Christina J., we are full on Zoolander fans. Both Drew and I will constantly quote that movie to each other throughout the day or send each other memes of stuff when silly things happen. Yeah.
And you know why, Jamie? It's because that Hansel is so hot right now.
Oh yeah, that Hansel, he's so hot right now.
He's so hot right now.
All right, so this one is a 7. It has a Scotch bonnet pepper in it. And I'm fully down for this because
hey, Nick, welcome in. Nick from This Is Us is in.
Thank you for stopping by.
Right in time to see us burn more taste buds.
Right, now this is a 7. Now we have had some 7s with some kicks.
We really have.
It's a 7. Oh, I like that they don't put the little white thing to limit my hot sauce ability. I did a mumble mouth. I do that quite a bit. My mouth wants to say something, but my brain's about 3 steps behind. So it just goes.
That's all, folks.
There she is. Never misses burn time.
I think she was listening, but she didn't chime in.
She must have. She's like, I got to chime in. Hold on.
She heard us. She heard us say Macron.
I'm going with the spoon.
I'm going spoony.
All right, I'm going full spoon, buddy.
All right. Well, you know what that means,
nice and thick.
I got to go.
Nice and thick, and it's got some chunks, which I like.
I like that too. All right,
folks.
All right, I got my full jalopy here.
Spoonful of hot sauce makes something go down.
Yes, it does. Or
I guess so.
Come up.
That's what they say. I don't know who they are, but they say it. Cheers.
Cheers before I spill it everywhere.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
That is amazing.
Ooh. The roof of my mouth, it's hitting that.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a nice afterburn, but it's not too hot.
And it's like it's got a nice sweet, but not too sweet. Instantly, I tasted mango, and then the heat came on.
Instantly mango, and then a nice heat at the end.
And the chunks. Oh, dude, the little pieces of things. Oh my! These people.
This is not a tier sauce.
This
is not a tier sauce.
No.
This is a deliciousness sauce, dude. That peach Vidalia onion one, gone.
Oh, dude,
already.
My kids, boom, putting it on eggs and stuff because it was only a 4. The flavor on that one was off the charts, dude. Absolutely off the charts. I know Jamie too. Seriously, guys, cannot push this hot sauce enough. And we're not getting anything.
They haven't given us any money.
We're not getting anything.
They sent us free hot sauce, which was very nice of them.
Super awesome of them.
But if it didn't taste good, I'm not going to tell people to go out and buy something because you know what's going to happen? They're going to come back and go, that actually tasted kind of crappy.
Yeah. And we wouldn't do that to you guys.
I have no qualms about telling people to go out and pick any of these hot sauces up and you will be happy. Now, just know your heat level, what you can take.
Yeah, because they are labeled on the back.
At 4, I think almost anybody can take.
Yeah.
You know, if you've had anything with a mild amount of heat, yeah, you can take that.
Yeah, because my 10-year-old, he ate that Vidalia that's a 4, and he was like, "This isn't even hot, Dad." You know what I mean?
They eat it like ketchup. Like
they were just doing it. So yeah, I think you're right with like pretty much anybody. I think for the most part can do a 4.
Yeah, the 7s. Enjoy some heat. You like Tabasco sauce. Think of Tabasco sauce,
but better.
You can put Tabasco sauce on something. You can handle one of these 7s.
Which honestly,
10, don't mess with.
Yeah, no,
unless you like hot sauce and you really like it.
But dude, I don't think I ever want to eat Tabasco sauce again. Honestly, after eating these,
no,
because that's like a more of a mass produced kind of thing where like these guys from the House Autry or. It always says House of Autry or House Autry.
House Autry Mills. Like
House Autry Mills. Okay. They just make awesome stuff.
Trish.
Yes.
Yes.
Has anybody else, D for Disney, have you got your Toe of Satan yet?
I think he may have because somebody told me to check my Instagram direct messages. Yeah. I have one from D for Disney showing the Toe of Satan.
Oh, awesome. Awesome.
So there's 2. Trish has hers. D for Disney has his. We don't know if Andy has his yet. He should, knowing Andy.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Now, everybody's talking about Andy like he's going to be this monster hot guy. We don't know that.
You know what? You know what, guys? Honestly, and yes, I'm going to make a baseball reference here. The Red Sox were not supposed to win the World Series in 2004. They came back after being down 3 games against the Yankees. They had no right winning. They went on to win the World Series. So anybody can win anything on any given day.
And even though we haven't, we'll do a YouTube short coming up for this channel, and we'll announce I'm going to call them booby prizes because I just think that's hilarious.
Jamie, it's a family channel.
I know, but you can still use that. I don't even know what that term's from, and I don't think it's about the thing that people laugh at about when they say it.
Well, it's like a booby trap. A booby trap.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so we don't know. So right now we know, Mike, we know we've got Andy, D for Disney, Trish, and I don't know anybody else. So that's, I think we got 3. We wanted to have at least 4.
Yeah.
And the more the merrier.
Yeah.
But we're looking for a 4. So we'll see if we can't get somebody else in it. But yeah, like Drew was saying, these guys, their hot sauce is fantastic. The link to House Autry Mills, you can order right from their thing. If you happen to live in the Florida area, you can pick them up at Publix.
Yep.
That's how we found them.
Yep. We found them there.
We went to Publix and picked up a hot sauce. And we're like, this is fantastic.
Yep.
And we sent them a message and we're like, hey, we just tried your hot sauce. It was amazing. Do you have some more you could let us try? And they were like, yeah, sure. Here's a dozen.
Dude, super generous. But I can't say it enough.
We're still going to get one of them on here to talk about hot sauces and how it's made. It's just, they're a small company. So getting somebody like who wants to talk on camera and things like that, it's a little challenging.
But maybe we should try to push the issue. I could even try to push it as well, Jamie. We can try to get
I don't
somebody
know
on.
if we let Andy and his brother do it, because isn't that like kind of like two of the same in the challenge? You know what I mean? Like, like doubling your chances there. I don't know about how I feel about that.
Okay, this is how I feel. I think Andy should be allowed for the competition. I think his brother, because it sounds like he is a machine.
Yes.
I mean, let's call it what it is, man. He like the things that Andy has said, like, oh yeah, he ate like 3 of those or whatever, and I'm like, I can't even imagine, because you and I can handle.
You don't want to see what's up on my screen.
Yeah.
Go back and pause it. Go back and pause it.
But yeah, maybe we'll have him come in, and if he wins it for bragging rights.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I feel like that would be a little fair.
Kind of like when you do a test, like when you do a thing, you have a control.
Yep.
So the control is him,
mm-hmm.
and then you've got the rest of the people who are doing the thing to see how long they can go.
I like that.
Because if he wants to do it, but I don't think he should be eligible for the prize just over the stories and the bravado that have been told.
Which, if that is true, which I don't see why Andy really would be. If you're going to be doing bravado, it would be for yourself. Not so much for your brother. You know what I mean?
Why would you talk his brother up? You'd talk yourself up, but you wouldn't talk your brother up like that. Maybe you would. I don't know.
I don't know. We don't know. Where is Mr. Aprisco this fine evening?
We need to talk to him. We haven't seen him.
Yeah.
He's got some detonators for us.
That's what I heard.
And we need to get on that.
Absolutely.
But I just had some hot sauce, so I am a little parched. Drew, are you a little parched?
I am. I wonder what we could drink that
Let's
could.
see.
I love that organ. I love that organ.
I don't know, guys. They don't pay us anything. They don't give us free Polar. They should.
Yep.
Come on, Polar. But this is the preferred drink of the Dad and Drew show.
Yes.
Ooh, which one is that one, Drew?
Dude, this has become one of my new favorites.
That is a can I have not seen.
Original.
Is it just an unflavored?
Okay, here's the deal. It's unflavored, but the flavor on this is amazing.
Really?
It's just plain. But dude, I don't know what Polar's doing with their seltzers. They're putting a little bit of magic into them. You need to try the original. It's fantastic. Crisp bite.
It's crisp. It has a bite. Mm-hmm. And you could leave it for 3 hours and come back to the can, and there will still be fuzz in it. I don't know if it's dark magic, if they made a deal with Satan, or
Satan's
what.
toe. Satan's toe. But for some reason, you can literally go back to this hours later, and there will still be bubbles. Mm-hmm. It is what we call fizzy water, Lorna. Some people call it seltzer, I think. We call it seltzer. Yeah, we call it seltzer.
My grandmother used to call it club soda.
Yep.
And it's great. 0 calories, no sugar, like, drinking a soda, but you kind of get that soda-y feel, but it doesn't have that aspartame taste. There are, like, Walmart makes a brand what they called seltzer.
Mm-mm.
And dude,
nope.
It was literally the worst thing I had ever tried.
Mm-hmm.
Was
it flavored? Was it actually like
flavored? Ugh. It was all flavor. It didn't taste like seltzer. It tasted like diet soda.
Yeah. It's like a sweetened water, which I don't like.
Like a fruit juice with bubbles that was artificially sweetened.
Mm-hmm. Lorna, no, it is not like Alka-Seltzer. It is.
No, it's not pop fizz fizz. Oh, what a relief it is.
No, it's just so good, is what it is.
It's carbonated water basically with flavoring.
And just so you know, I say this story all the time. My kids never drank it. Veronica never drank it. They're always like, "Ew, seltzer, it's gross, it's gross." And the more, like, honestly, the more you drink it, there's something that happens. You start.
It does have a slight Macron taste.
Yeah, it does taste a little bit like a Macron. I love Macrons.
Oh, I will eat a Macron right now.
Yeah, the more you drink this, though, the flavor starts coming and you get it. And now my kids never drink, not that they really drink a lot of soda, because we don't really drink a lot of soda in the house. Once in a while, it's like a treat. But this is so much better for your teeth, for your stomach, and you're getting water, you know? You're getting your water intake.
Yes, you have to try it. And you probably won't like it at first. Like
At first.
the kids didn't like it, but you kind of like grow to like it.
Make sure it's cold. Yes, you grow to like
Cold, 100% cold.
Yep.
I just love it. It's just my grandmother, my little tiny Italian grandmother used to drink. She used to have club soda with lime in the fridge, and that was her drink.
Yeah.
And nobody touch it. And this annoyed me to no end as a child. So my grandmother was that person who would buy something. Let's say she would buy, I don't know, a cookie or a something, right? And she would put it away. 5 days later, she has not eaten it yet. You go and you eat it because it's been sitting around for a week. The second you touched it and ate it, where's my thing? I was just going to eat that.
Yeah, right, you were.
And it's like, left it there for a week. It was going to grow mold.
And it's a cookie.
And yes, literally, to no end. She would just leave things in the fridge forever until you ate them and then complain that you ate them.
That's horrible. That's horrible.
And then throw soup cans at me.
You had it coming, Jamie. You know that.
I did. I was a bad.
Question is, the real question, what kind of soup?
Anything.
Anything.
I credit that woman with my cat-like reflexes. For a fat guy, I have some good reflexes, I will tell you.
And dance moves. Dance moves.
Duck, dog, and didge. All those things.
Yeah.
5Ds, I'm on. I'm mean at some dodgeball.
Whenever I throw wrenches at you, I'll throw wrenches at you and you're dodging them and you're ducking and you will catch them.
Nothing goes over my head.
You will catch them. Jamie, my question to you is, because I saw Nick from This Is Us posted that he tried the blueberry and it was disgusting. I've tried the blueberry.
I've never tried the blueberry.
I don't know if it was Polar, Nick, that you tried, but I know I've had, it was the only Polar that it was okay. Wasn't that great though? It was Polar blueberry lemonade. It was like not so good. Not so good. Yeah. Not the best.
Like more of the straight flavor. Like when they start adding like blueberry, limeade, just give me some black cherry. Give me some grapefruit. You know,
unicorn kisses. Unicorn kisses.
Oh, those I don't even know what they put in there. Unicorn tears or whatever. I've renamed it. But
so
100%.
So good.
Yeah. So that is our little polar break. Let me see. I got notes. I print out stuff.
He's good, guys. All the organization is this guy. Just so you know.
There's some other Disney stuff.
Excuse me.
We haven't even gotten to. You know what? We've been going. Yeah, we got to talk about the Mandalorian, people. We got to do it. We got to talk about the Mandalorian. Oh my God, I'm dropping everything and I'm going to knock my camera over.
Jamie's ruining it. He's ruining the stream.
It's going to happen. I'm going to pull. We're going to have a Drumman.
A Drumman. Yes.
A Drumman.
Jamie has renamed the issues that I always have and always probably will ever have. Going live and all that stuff. A Drumman. Drumman? Drumman.
Yes, Drumman.
Yep. I'm having a moment. A Drumman.
All right. So
I like it.
This is your warning, people. Beep, beep. This is the warning because we're going to spoil. We are going to 100. See, there's your warning sign. It's going.
I love it.
We are going to spoil the heck out of The Mandalorian.
Yep.
So if you don't want to know about this week's Mandalorian, go chill out for a little while or put us on mute or something. I don't know. Yeah. It's not a good idea to tell people to leave, but literally, if you don't want to know about...
Yeah, we don't want to be those people.
The Mandalorian, I don't want to ruin it for you. So, but we're going to talk about it.
Oh, Disney Strange is right on it, dude. That was the... We'll get into that, what he just said.
Yes, we will get into that. So, this week, they team up with Bill Burr. If you guys don't know who Bill Burr, he was in there season earlier. He's this like former Empire sharpshooter is the character he's playing, but he's a hilarious comedian.
Yes, he is.
And he was the one on the prison ship that they like worked with. He used to be like one of Mando's crew, and so he's doing time on this prison planet. And they roll up, and they've got a repurposed AT-AT, and it's like scrapping TIE fighters.
So
and I'm like, so amazing. Just the scenery of them walking up to this.
Yep.
Well, we're gonna ruin this episode in particular, which may ruin other things for the show.
Right.
So just know we have warned you cannot get mad at us.
That's right. Well, you can't get mad at us, but we did warn you.
You
So
can.
we'll sleep good at night.
So the whole point is they're getting this guy because he knows of a way to find Moff Gideon's ship because Mando's pissed that he took his kid.
Yep.
And Boba is like life debted to Mando because he made a deal, and making a deal is very important to him. He's like, look, I told you the kid won't get harmed if I get my armor. Well, I got my armor and the kid's in harm's way. So up. Night Power Mad.
Oh, hey. Night Power
Mad. We appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
We appreciate it. And like I said, sorry, we're going to do it, but we have to talk about it. So like, okay, we're going to go get this guy and he's going to help us find Baby Yoda. So they roll up and this.
Dude. Seriously.
So Boba Fett got a paint job.
Mm-hmm. He got his rims detailed.
He pimped his ride.
He really did.
He went full on. And the fact that it's matte paint, it's not shiny, in like complete opposite of the Mando's armor. And we've never seen Boba's armor this way.
No.
Because even in the original series, it was kind of beat up and weathered and kind of had like a worn look to it.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess Boba was fine with that. It's kind of like showed a little bit of the gruffness and everything. But I guess after its time in the Sarlacc pit, it had gotten so bad that he couldn't take it anymore. And he gave it a paint job. And it looks amazing.
Dude, it really does. It really does, dude. It was like, boom, in your face when he walked out, man.
Am I not the only one who was like, oh?
Oh, I turned over and looked at Veronica. I go, he's got a paint job. He looks brand new.
And he left the dent. The dent is still in the helmet, which I love. Yep. Because if you think about it, like Beskar is impossible to smelt, and like he couldn't have done that. So there's no way he could have gotten rid of the dent if he wanted to. But people are also saying that maybe the dent has some sort of significant story to it, because they never in canon explained how that dent got there. There's an EU story, like somebody shot something from Darth Vader and it ricocheted and hit his head. And in the Clone Wars, there was a story that they never got to tell where the Cad Bane guy shot him, and he keeps the dent as a reminder of not letting somebody get close enough to shoot him. So we don't know, but who knows? But so the dent stayed, which I love.
Yeah.
And it looks so cool.
Oh, dude.
It just looks so cool.
Boba Fett's back.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So now he's got his fresh paint job. And it's so funny because they're walking him up. So they get Bill Barr. They send in the chick that no one wants to fight. The Marshal, Cara Dune. And like, dude, I'm not fighting that chick.
Who is huge. Absolutely. She's a house, man.
Like, no, I'm not fighting that chick.
She's a house.
And they send her up to go get him and walk him to the ship. And they walk up to the ship, and then there's this. And I thought it was hilarious. Bill Burr's a genius.
Yes, he is.
Oh, for a second, I thought you were this other guy.
His face.
He's like, oh, come on, man. Come on.
For a second, I thought you were this other guy.
Oh, you are there. There's the other guy. There's the other guy.
Oh, crap.
Oh, my god, dude.
So they tell him, look, you're gonna help us get Moff Gideon. He's like, no, what's in it for me? They're like, nothing, but you're gonna do it anyway because you got no choice.
Yeah, what else are you gonna do? You want to stay here and hang out and
here keep scrapping ships, or what are you gonna do? He's, I guess, and whatever. So they go, and the whole thing turns into this like thing where they have to break into this base that's refining this chemical that's explosive, and so they got to break in, and he needs to get access to a computer. And he's like, if I get access to that computer, I can go ahead and get the thing. But so they're like, okay, well, the shock trooper girl, she can't go in because she's on some sort of registry where they'll scan her. And so she can't go in. And then they're like, the Fennec girl, she's like, no, I'm wanted. I can't be in there too. And then they're like, okay, Boba. And Boba's like, best line of the whole thing. He goes, I think they might recognize my face. And for those of you who don't get that joke, Boba Fett's dad was the basis for all of the clone troopers. All of the stormtroopers used to be clones of him. So if he shows up with that face, they're gonna be like, no. He's like, I'm out. And so Mando's like, well, I'll go. And he's like, well, you can't take your helmet off. And he's like, well, so they basically steal Stormtrooper's armor, and he goes with him. Ugh. And there's so many great scenes, like Bill Burr's just like busting his chops.
Dude, don't you want to take that thing off, dude? Or don't you want to take that off?
And Drew, you told me the best line that you thought the whole thing was what?
Oh yeah. When Bill Burr's like he's driving the big tank. Mando's next to him. He's got his helmet, and Bill Burr just takes the helmet off and just kind of looks at me there. Can't even see in this thing. Which is such.
How does anybody see out of these things?
How does anybody see out of these things? I'm taking this off.
And it's so true, though. It's so true.
Spot on. Because you can't. I mean, how could you even see anything out of it?
No, it's this, like the.
Yeah, I know. It's like a little tiny. You can't even you'd have to turn your whole head to.
Yeah. So impractical.
Yeah, but so cool looking.
So they take over this tank that's driving this stuff into the refinery, but they get attacked by pirates. So they have to fight off these pirates. Now, the other thing which makes this so interesting is, okay, the Empire's bad. So they're pretending to be bad guys. And there's these pirates who are just trying to save their damn planet. They're technically good guys.
Yeah.
And they are wasting them. He's like, I don't care. I'm getting the kid back.
Yep.
I don't care what I have to do. So sad, too bad about your planet. I'm getting the kid back. This is what I got to do.
My kid's worth more than your planet. Sorry, dude. Yeah. And he's right. And he's right, because there would end up being no planet for them.
Exactly.
If the Empire
that bad. And this was one of the coolest things that I noticed, and it got Drew and I into a little discussion. So I'm going to play this clip, and you'll notice something here. So that's one of the good guys that just went off the side of the thing.
The poor guy. He's just trying to save his family.
Dude, just trying to save his family. But the thing you have to notice is, so Mando gets hit with that stick, and the armor just shatters. And then he tries to block the guy's thing like this, and he can't because the armor. He's so used to fighting with his Beskar armor that he had to adjust to the fact that the Stormtrooper armor is junk.
Absolute junk. Yep. He had to switch up his fighting style, man. So he started to get a little
right. He couldn't rely on his blocks and his things and just absorbing blows and moving. Because dude is just a machine. He's like, dude, you shoot at me, I'm just going to keep walking forward, and eventually I'm going to get to you and kill you.
Right.
And you can't do that wearing that crap armor.
Right.
And so I always wondered this whole thing. I was like, dude, okay, they get shot and they just die. So this armor does nothing.
Nothing at all. Just looks cool.
It's not armor. It's just a uniform. And I came to the conclusion the Empire is cheap and they don't care about them. They are dispendable. dispensable,
Expendable.
Dispendable. That's a whole new
Dispendable.
word that I just made up.
Despicable and dispendable.
Dispendable. The Dispendables.
Ooh, that's a good name for our band.
Yeah.
We get that going.
So they're completely expendable. They're just they don't care. They're not going to spend the money to get them anything that's even reasonably decent.
No.
So they're just like, here, it looks like armor.
They're just pawns. Yeah, no, they're just pawns. They're like, here's your smock, get to work, and we don't really care.
Run at the danger. It's not going to help.
Just give him a t-shirt, dude.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm with the Empire, you know?
Give him a red shirt.
Red shirt.
Any of those Star Trek fans will know what that means. The red shirts always die.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
It
was a joke in the original Star Trek series. So like there was always like the main crew and they wore like blue or something like that. And then like the extras wore red uniforms.
Gotcha.
And anytime they went down to a planet, anyone in a red shirt dead. You knew that person was dying. They're not coming back. So like it's a joke. Like if somebody handed you a red shirt on Star Trek, you're like, no.
I don't want that.
I'm not taking this.
I want the blue one. Give me the blue one, please.
Give me the blue one. So long story short, everybody dies other than them. They're the only two. Bill Burr and the Mandalorian are the only two that are able to get their tank to the refinery. Paper mache uniforms. Yes. Paper mache uniforms.
That might actually be a little bit better. It might hold up a little bit better. Who knows?
Yes. So red shirt equals white armor. Yes. So they roll up and then they get saved by the Empire. Like it's looking bad. Like there's so many pirates. It's going to go in and then TIE fighters come in and swoop in and save them. And then the stormtroopers hit something. Like Krista was like, oh my God, the stormtroopers actually hit the pirates on the thing. They didn't miss. Which is amazing. They actually hit something they were aiming at.
When it counts.
And so they get in there. And so then they got to go. And he's like, dude, okay, the computer's over there, but it's in the officer's mess. He's like, I can't go in there. That dude is my old commanding officer. So he's going to know my face. I can't go in there. So Mando's like, screw it. I'll take my helmet. He took his helmet off.
Oh my word, dude.
The kid means that much to him that he broke his bond and his word and his creed to be able to save the kid.
And you know, it goes back, if you're watching this episode, if I remember correctly, it goes, you know what I'm saying? It goes back to the conversation that Bill Burr is having with him, where he's just like, dude, like, is it you can't show your face or you can't take off, you know, your Mando helmet, because if it's the Mando thing, you just took off your Mando helmet and your whole gear to put on stormtrooper gear. Excuse me. So he's like, what is it? Like he
had one of the greatest lines, and I thought it was a paraphrase, probably not the exact line he used, but he's like, everybody has principles till crap goes wrong.
Yep.
He's like, you know, everybody's got all these principles and they're high and mighty until things go wrong, and you do what you got to do.
Yep. And that's why he was talking to me like, you and I are the same. And it was just, you know what I mean? He's like, you and I are the same. Like,
he's like, you know, I did what I had to do.
Yeah.
You know, I did what I thought was right at first, and then things went bad, and I did what I had to do.
Yep.
And you would do the same. You would break your principles.
Yep.
If the situation came to it, and it did.
And Mando did. He took off his Mando armor and everything and gave it, said, here, hold on to this, dude. Like the whole time I'm sitting there going, oh my God, how is he leaving his armor? Like, I don't care who it is, you know, but yeah, like it's just one of those things where you're like, oh my gosh, dude, he realized like, yeah, what does it even really mean? This is more important than my, decree to not show my face, blah, blah, blah.
So Mando gets the information that he needs to find Moff Gideon's ship, and as he's leaving, they get caught by the commanding officer from this character actor who you don't really know, but you know the face. If I've seen that guy, dude played such a sleazebag perfectly.
Slime ball.
He nailed that part so well. And then there's the greatest moment in any Star Wars thing that's ever happened. They dropped this.
What's your TK number? My TK number is...
This is my commanding officer, TK-593, sir. I'm Imperial Combat Assault Transport Lieutenant TK-111, sir. And I'm afraid you're gonna have to speak up to him a little bit, since his vessel lost pressure in Taynap.
What's your name, officer?
We just call him Brown Eyes. Isn't that right, officer? Come on, let's go fill out those TPS reports so we can go recharge the power coils.
You're not.
The Brown Eyes thing.
Brown Eyes.
It's
Yep.
hilarious. He's like, oh no, we just call him Brown Eyes. I think he made that up. Like,
He
I think
probably did.
that was probably an ad lib.
Yep.
And I don't know if he ad libbed the TPS reports. I want to hear if that was actually in the script or if he just ad libbed that.
I hope
Because
so.
that is the greatest reference. The fact that they dropped an Office Space reference
One of the greatest
in
comedies
a
ever.
Star Wars show.
It made it work.
And made it work. It totally flowed. It was perfect. It worked. I was like, that's it. I'm done. This is why I love this show.
Yep. Oh, it just but made it work, dude. And as soon as he said TPS reports, I was like, he did not just make an Office Space reference.
Like, did he seriously? He seriously did.
He had
seriously
he had to
just
have
made an
ad-libbed
Office
that.
Space.
He had to have ad-libbed that, dude. And they went, you know what? That's brilliant. We're gonna go with that because it's just too
Because
funny. You can't
I
write
want,
that.
I want to hear the behind the scenes of that. I want to hear that he ad libbed that, because if not, the fact that they wrote that might be even better.
True.
That they had the forethought to think to write that into that script. But I think he ad libbed it. That's my guess.
No, I think you're right. But now we're gonna call him Brown Eyes.
Oh my god. Yeah, we just call him Brown Eyes. And Mando, guy has no humor. He had to be like
Straight faced.
Brown Eyes.
Brown Eyes.
Okay.
That's not funny. That's not funny.
And then so they, long story short, they have this big like sit down with this horrible guy.
A slime
And
ball.
he's a slime ball. He's talking about this terrible, offensive, like a war basically that Bill Burr's character was in. And he's like, all these people died. And he's like, hey man, they did their thing for the Empire. And he goes, it was good for the Empire. And he goes, and Bill Burr goes, yeah, but was it good for them
And their families.
and their families? And he just straight up murders the guy, picks up a gun, shoots him in the chest, straight up murder.
And you could feel the tension. I don't know about you, but like I could feel the tension building. I'm like, oh my God, what are you doing, dude? What are you doing?
Yeah, because he's being a total like not playing it cool at all.
No, not following the
You can even
plan.
see it in old Brown Eye's face. He was like, dude, what are you doing?
Yeah, you just see him look over like, come on,
He's like,
dude.
just play nice. We walk out of here.
Yep.
And he couldn't do it. And he shot it. And so then they have to shoot their way out of the thing, and they get picked up and they're on their ship. Boba Fett picks them up on Slave One. And he goes, hey, hand me that rifle. And he takes the rifle and he shoots and he does this. He blows up the entire refinery. I was waiting for the dam to break.
Oh, that would be
And the
awesome.
water to just come out and just like wipe out all those innocent people. Like,
Oh,
like we're screw you and your planet. We don't really care about it. Like that would have been hilarious. That like just all of a sudden the dam breaks and they kill everybody who's innocent down below. They didn't go that far.
No, thank goodness.
And then Bill Burr delivers another amazing line. He's like, "You got to sleep at night." Oh no, everybody's got to sleep at night,
Dude. And right there for character development for his character, right there, everybody on the planet was like, you know what? I like this guy. You know what I mean? You just change your...
He was an ex-Empire guy, but he's kind of realized that wasn't right, and he did what he had to do to survive.
Yep.
And when push came to shove, he did the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's a scene at the end where they're sitting down there and they're talking, and Mando goes to the shock trooper lady. He's like, "Man, it's a real shame that prisoner 44361 died in the assault and didn't make it out alive.
The refinery explosion or
In the
whatever.
refinery explosion. And Bill Burr looks at him, he goes, I what? I think he's thinking that they're going to kill him.
Yeah. He's a
And
great.
he's like, are you saying I can leave? Because if I'll leave.
I'll go.
Like he's like, I'm not a great guy. I did the right thing, but I'll leave. I will totally leave. And like it was just such a perfect finale to that character.
Yep.
Like it was so perfect.
And you're rooting for him though. You're kind of like, yeah, let him go. Let him go. Yeah.
You're like in the other episode where they did the prison break, he was a real jerk.
Oh, you
He
hated
was
him.
trying to kill Mando. You hated the guy. You absolutely hated the guy. And in the course of one episode, they totally made you love the guy.
Yep.
And that's good writing.
Which it's good writing, and it goes back to what I was talking about earlier with Ahsoka Tano, where that Bill Burr character, you know, they put him in the episode. They don't know what they're going to get. They have no idea.
Right.
I mean, he's a comedian. You don't really know what you're going to get. They must have gotten some sort of fairly good feedback from his character where they're like, wow, he did a pretty good job. Because when I saw him on screen, you know, not this episode, but the other one that he was in, I saw him and I'm like, oh my God, it's Bill Burr. And at first I'm like, I love him as a comedian. He's funny as heck. I was like, but I'm not sure. I got to see how this plays out.
Get over the fact that it's Bill Burr.
Right.
Like, for me, I was like, I just keep seeing Bill Burr.
Yeah. I was thinking Bill Burr. Let me tell you, man.
No,
after that episode, that dude can act. No, but he can act. Like you're like, this is believable. And I think when they did that, they were like, you know what? We need to get this guy back on. We need to extend his
scene at the table where he's interacting and he's going back and forth with that other guy. So well. That's why I love this show, man. The show is so good.
Great casting. Great casting choices.
End it with Mando sending a message to Moff Gideon, and the message is the exact same words that Moff Gideon delivered to him when he was in that little bar or whatever it was, and they were trapped. Mm-hmm. He used the exact same words, word for word, back to him to tell him, I'm coming for you.
I'm coming for you, and I'm getting my kid back, dude. And Moff Gideon, you just see him kind of like,
Dude's stone cold, but you could still tell through the stone cold that he was like, shoot.
Mm-hmm.
And I almost said a bad word.
Yes, you did. Don't do what I do. And you sound a little far away, Jamie. Did your mic do something?
Oh, yeah. My mic fell off.
Okay, there we go.
How about now? Do I sound better now?
You sound good. You sound good.
Okay.
How about now?
Yeah, I knocked the mic off. How about now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me over here?
Oh, man. Dude, what a banger, a slapper, whatever you want to call. What an episode.
Epic. That's the new word not new word, but that's what people have been using, like the kids. But it sums up. That was an epic episode.
And that was the penultimate episode.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know that's a word? I didn't know that was a word until.
No, say it again.
Penultimate. Second to last.
Penultimate. Really? That's an actual word?
It's an actual word. It's a real word.
That's weird. Okay. Wow.
Yeah,
you learn something new. You learn something new every day.
That was the second to last episode. This Friday is the season finale. I can't believe we're at the season finale.
I'm excited, but I'm sad.
It better be 5 hours.
I know, dude. Give me 60 minutes. Just give me 60 minutes, dude. Give me 60 minutes.
A solid hour.
Not 31.
To wrap this up.
Yeah.
They've already announced season 3's greenlit. It premieres next Christmas, I think, or something like that. So we got to wait like a whole freaking year for more Mando. But we'll have other stuff, I think, maybe in between. I'm hoping.
I hope so. But tell me how you feel about this, because I think it's terrible for series like this. Like Mando, it's so huge right now, right? And they're ending it. Like you're saying, we're gonna have to wait like almost a year for the next installment. And I know this is a little bit different because it's Star Wars, and this and we'll all wait and we'll be all, excited when it comes out.
I think for this, it works.
For this, it works. Yeah. No, go ahead.
You couldn't just churn them out
True.
and keep up this level.
True. But I think they should get more bodies, not writers and stuff, but like more bodies on board to push production, not like rush it to like, because I think we talked before, like, for example, Stranger Things. I can't say enough about it, where it was like Stranger Things came out amazing. Everybody's like, oh my goodness. I loved it personally. I don't know how you feel, but
yeah, oh no. Dude, it's 80s movie references galore.
Oh, and beautifully done as well. But it was awesome. And then we had to wait a while for the second season. It was like, okay. And that was okay. I think
it's because we've been like spoiled.
Maybe.
By things happen so fast. And we have that instant gratification of being able to watch and binge something. And we just like, okay, where's the next one?
True.
And I think that's one of the things that Disney has also done. A lot of people hate it, but the breaking up of the releases and releasing one a week instead of the whole thing where we could have just binged it in one day.
Right.
It kind of spreads your enjoyment out over a period of time.
And you know what? I 100% agree with you on that aspect. I think I like being irritated that I have to wait. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of exciting. It's almost like they're kind of going back to how we used to do it in the old days, where it was like Thursday night at 8:00 on CBS or whatever.
TV.
You know what I mean? Like, and you have to wait. I agree with that. But like I said, the first and second Stranger Things, it was okay to wait. Then the third season, it was over a year, if I remember correctly, or at least it felt that way, where it felt so long and far ahead.
Game of Thrones had like a 2-year break almost in between seasons, and that's too much. Like, I think this is going to be like, by the time it's all said and done, it's going to be like 11 months or something, which I'd rather 6 months, I think, but I'll take what I can get. If they pepper in Boba Fett series in between there, then I'm good, because supposedly they're already in production on that.
Let's hope so.
So if that comes out in the gap, I'm good.
Sure. No, I guess
if
just
they've got Boba and Ahsoka, and they're just, there's always something. That's what I'm looking forward to. If they can have a couple of things going, so there's always something new out. So like, okay, Mando ended. Now I'm going to start on Boba. All right, Boba ended. Now I'm going to start on Ahsoka. Great. Now there's the Rangers. Great. Oh, now we're back to Mando. Now we're back to, and then it's just a constant weekly dose of my Star Wars childhood.
Yeah, no, I agree with you on that. If they keep it, and I have no problem with the one every week. I think that's great. I do like it like that. We're all used to that growing up the way we did, if you're old enough, when we didn't have Netflix and all this live streaming awesomeness. But yeah, no, you're right. If you can put things in between, I think we're golden. It's just that like waiting period for certain stuff. You're like, you start losing a little interest. But like I said, with Star Wars, it's different because it's Star Wars.
I think people will deal with it. People will be like, as long as they keep making them like this, I don't see anything making me not enjoy it. All right, now back to the what's going on with Disney and their announcements. So we only went over Star Wars. We didn't even touch on the other stuff. So there's a whole Marvel section. Disney owns Marvel too. There's also, completely unrelated to Marvel, there's Disney Animation, there's Pixar. So here's a couple of things that I saw that I thought was pretty cool. Dude, they're doing like a series spin-off of Big Hero 6.
Love it.
Love that movie.
Great
movie has so much heart.
Yep.
It teaches a good lesson. Like, it's just really well done. So we got that coming. We've got a Moana spin-off series coming. I don't even know what it's going to be about, but I kind of liked Moana. Moana was a great movie.
I enjoyed it.
I doubt they're going to have The Rock in there. A lot of the times they'll replace the main voice if it's somebody way too big.
which is so hard though. It's a little bit hard, but I understand why they have to do it. But it is hard.
Like Netflix did it with the Trolls TV show. So Netflix made a Trolls TV show, and of course, it did not have Justin Timberlake and Anna Kendrick or whatever I think it was,
right?
Maybe, or Christina Aguilera. I don't know who the two are. I know JT was one of them. I call him JT. We're friends like that,
dude. JT, man, that's what I call him, and not James Taylor, Justin Timberlake.
So there's gonna be Moana. What else? We got Princess and the Frogs getting a series treatment.
Yep.
I was good with that movie. I thought it was a pretty good movie.
I enjoy that movie quite a bit, dude. I really
like
do.
The bayou aspect of it, and the alligator guy's hilarious.
Oh my goodness!
Just give him a series. I'll watch that. I think he's hilarious. He comes up on the thing. He's like, "Ha!" and everybody runs.
I just want to play trumpet, man. Come on.
And then this one, dude,
don't make me sad.
Doug, they're giving him his own series. Doug the dog is getting a series called Doug Days.
Yes.
And I'm in. I'm all in. I love Doug.
He's so funny.
I just met you, and I think I love you. Or not even. It's just I just met you, and I love you.
And I love you. But look at his little face, dude. Look how cute. That is like the cutest thing ever.
So cute. Oh my god, amazing! So I'm all down for that.
Absolutely.
They're doing some sort of Cars series. I was a fan of the Cars movies. I love Cars. It's my thing.
I thought all of them were. I thought all three of them were very well done, man.
Yeah,
like all three.
I'm not super excited to see a series on it. Like they were well done, but I don't think like the story or the stuff behind it really is that rich and deep. That I'm like, oh, I need to know more about this.
Well, I think they've already nailed it down quite well in the three movies. You know what I mean? Where it's a little.
What I do need to know is why are they alive?
Mm-hmm.
Where do they like? How does it work? Like, if you open the door, is the brain on the inside? Like, what's going on? I need to know about that.
Wow. Yeah,
that's what I want to know. Like,
and who makes
were there eventually people, and like people just morphed into their car and evolved into this? Like, because there's obviously a world built where people would have been.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's like buildings and things that would make sense for people, not cars.
Right.
So I need to know that. I need to know if they would tell me that how they evolved into sentient beings.
Yeah,
I'm doing that. Maybe that.
Like, how do they like make things? Because they have wheels. They don't have hands. So how are they able to build the buildings and?
Yeah. I need to know that. That I would definitely want to know.
Yeah.
And then this one was a little odd. I think it'll be good though. So basically, what they're doing is they're going to tell the story of what the character that inspired Buzz Lightyear was. So it's basically a Buzz Lightyear movie, but not about the toy, about the actual astronaut that inspired the Buzz Lightyear that the toy is made after.
Right.
So they're saying there was a real Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger, a real astronaut named Buzz Lightyear that was a space test pilot and did all these crazy things. And they made a toy based on him. This is the story of the real guy.
Well, that's cool. That's actually pretty cool.
And Chris Evans, Captain America, is going to play him, not Tim Allen. So it's not going to be the Buzz we know.
Right. Has Chris Evans ever done any voice work?
I bet you he has. I bet you if we looked it up, we have. But if you're a great actor, I would assume you'd be able to be a great voice actor.
Sure. Yeah. I think it's a neat
concept. It's different. It's an interesting concept. This is different.
Yeah. I'm all right with it though. We'll see how deep they get into it though. How, you know what I mean? Like there really is a bigger
like story. Cobra Kai. Yes, This Is Us. You are going to have to watch Cobra Kai. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Stranger says meh.
Meh.
I think it'll be interesting. I think I'm very interested into how they do it, and I bet you, knowing it's going to be an actual Pixar movie, they'll pull it off.
Yeah.
They'll make it fantastic.
Is that the actual drawing? Like that's a concept drawing?
Yeah, that's like the one on the right is like actual like they showed like test like they showed like trailer style footage
Okay.
of like him in a spaceship and like doing heroic things and like all the heroic things that made them want to make a Space Ranger doll based on this guy's life.
Because it looks pretty good. I gotta say, like it looks pretty sleek.
Yeah, it looks like a human version of Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah, mixed with Chris Evans.
Yes, so I'm down for it.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
I don't have a slide for it, but they're doing a Zootopia movie or series, which I love. Zootopia,
Fantastic.
Such a great world. So much they can pull off with that. That's going to be bonkers. I need to know more about that world. I'm all on that. That's going to be great. This was almost as mind blowing as the whole Star Wars thing, dude. We're at like 9:50 and we haven't even started on the Marvel. So, dude, you've got WandaVision, you've got Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Black Widow. Black Widow, they're still saying is going to go to the theaters. They're not going to do a Disney release on it. Mm-hmm. They're gonna send that to the theaters. The Loki show, I am super excited about because I think the Loki character, Tom Hiddleston, is amazing.
Yep.
The What If show's interesting. It's a cartoon. I'll watch it, but I'm not like, ooh, I like when it's like all the connected stuff.
Yeah.
You got Shang-Chi, you got Miss Marvel, Captain Marvel 2, Eternals. Hawkeye's getting his own show. I think that'll work well for a TV.
Yeah, for TV. Yeah, for sure.
And then you got She-Hulk, which I don't know. They're saying that might even be a comedy. That might be a comedy of like this giant 6 foot or 8 foot green person just trying to live their life in the city. And she's a lawyer. So I think they're saying they may go comedy with that, which may be interesting.
I think that would, excuse me, I think that would work better. I think that'd be received better if they did kind of comedy-esque on that, just cause.
So the Loki one to me is crazy. So the way they're pulling Loki off, because Loki died in the later movies, but when they did the last one during the time travel heist, he gets the Tesseract and he escapes. So this is not the good Loki.
Mm-mm.
So this is not the Loki that eventually turned good and decided he was, going to be a good dude. This is bad guy Loki.
That's going to be awesome, dude.
And they're throwing him into, and dude, if you saw the trailer.
I did.
Hansel.
Yeah.
Holy crap. Hansel is in the show.
Mm.
Owen Wilson with like salt and pepper hair.
Dude, I had to do a double take. I'm like, no way. I was like, no way. He's actually in it. Yeah. Hansel.
And there's a scene with them in the elevator. And they're going down and he's talking about something about like liking to talk. And Loki's like, I don't like to talk. And Owen Wilson goes, well, you just lied. Because we all know that you like to talk. And so like it looks like it's going to be some sort of like there's this time travel agency and then they're like going to like make him work for them and they're like he's going to have to do stuff through time travel. I don't know.
There's so much going on, but there's so much going on. It was like chaos, which I loved.
I did. I thought it was great.
Chaos.
I thought it was just amazingly fantastic. And so that was one of all of these that I'm probably the most excited about.
I'm excited about the Loki, and I'm actually pretty excited about that WandaVision because it looks stunningly beautiful the way they're doing it. I don't like we were talking. I'm not really sure what the story is, but it looks really interesting.
And they're going to connect these to the movies.
Okay.
So they've already said that the WandaVision, she's already on set filming Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Mm-hmm. So what happens in WandaVision directly relates to the Doctor Strange and Multiverse of Madness movie.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So, I love when they do all that interweaving and things like that. There's another show, two other shows that are coming out. One of them is called Ironheart, and it's about this girl who makes the next, the most advanced Iron Man suit ever since Iron Man. So she's like her own inventor, and she makes an Iron Man version as good as Tony's or something, and kind of takes up the mantle of Iron Man. It's not his daughter, it's this other person. So it's this cool, like, alternate storyline with some Iron Man-y stuff. So that sounded cool. And then there's another show called Armor Wars, which has the coolest freaking premise. So it's Rhodey, it's War Machine.
Oh yeah,
And
nice.
the premise of the show is Tony Stark's greatest fear, which was his technology falling into the wrong hands.
Yep.
So, like, apparently bad guys get a hold of the Iron Man technology, and then, like, War Machine has to do stuff to fight. Sounds good.
Yeah, I like War Machine, man. Now
Yeah,
they gotta have Don Cheadle.
Yes, it is going to be Don Cheadle.
Make sure
And that's
Don
the thing.
Cheadle.
None of these shows have recast anybody from the movies that you know and love.
Good.
Everybody is back as the characters that you know.
Mm-hmm.
Complete rumor, and supposedly it's like a as confirmed gets rumor. Charlie Cox is 100% coming back as Daredevil in the MCU, most likely in the next Spider-Man movie, which had to happen. Like, if they even tried to recast him, there is a huge problem, because that man is Daredevil right now.
Oh yeah, absolutely, dude. And we don't want Ben Affleck coming in and taking over again. Sorry, I had to, man. I love Ben Affleck as Batman, but let's all face it, Daredevil, not so good.
Yeah,
not so good. Oh, hey, quick question: have you seen? Oh my gosh, why am I spacing his name? Jared Leto. Have you seen his new movie coming out?
No, what?
Called Morpheus.
Oh yes, Morpheus. Yes.
Have you seen the trailer for that?
He's a living vampire thing. Yeah, it's a cool concept. Yeah,
dude, I think it's going to be good. I think he realized he had to get out of DC and come over to Marvel.
Yeah. They're also doing something called Moon Knight, which is set back in like ancient Egyptian times. There is just so much stuff that we can't even get into the heaviness of all of this stuff. And they're doing a Fantastic Four movie, but they're going to do it right. They got the guy who's doing the Spider-Man movies, John Watts. He's going to be the one to helmet and direct it. And I think they'll get it right.
I hope
that was a nightmare.
You didn't like the last one, huh? Like the very last one?
With Michael B. Jordan as the Human Torch, and
I think so.
It was not the people's fault or the casting's fault. Like the production of that movie was so chopped up and screwed up, and they didn't let the director do what he wanted. And like 20th Century Fox had no clue what to do with the Marvel stuff. They rarely got things right. They got Deadpool right. They got Logan right. Some of the X-Men movies were pretty good. Then they got off the rails.
X-Men 2 was the best, in my opinion.
Okay, I'll give
when they had Nightcrawler. So they had Nightcrawler, dude.
Logan was the best, in my opinion. That movie was about perfect a movie as a movie gets.
That had me a little, honestly, that had me a little teary-eyed, dude.
Oh, I got choked up. I guarantee I choked up.
It was like, that's some heavy stuff, dude. No, and I agree. That was actually, I saw it and I was like, oh, it's going to be awesome. And then like, it was more than what I thought it was going to be. You know what I mean? It was definitely a deeper.
They're saying 100% back as Daredevil and Matthew Murdock. I think he's going to end up being Spider-Man's lawyer for this whole, he got outed and he's going to have to defend himself in court. And I think he's going to be Spider-Man's lawyer. That's what I think they do.
That'd be awesome.
Dude, so good. Oh, speaking of Ben Affleck and terrible superhero movies, in this week's In George Clooney news, which I want to do a segment because I just think the man is just hilariously great.
He's George Clooney, man.
I saw an interview and they were talking to George Clooney and they're trying to convince George Clooney, like, you should be the next James Bond. And he's like, dude, I'm 50. I don't want to be the next James Bond. I'm too old. Drew, you're freezing. I don't know why, but you're freezing on my end.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you're having a Drewman.
A Drewman? Uh-oh.
Yeah.
You can hear me though, right?
I can hear you fine, but your picture is frozen.
How about now?
Still frozen.
Really?
Are you moving like this?
What is going on? How about now? There's always something, dude, right?
No, it's not good. It's still not good.
That is terrible. Oh my goodness. What? I'm gonna have to have Veronica come help.
You're gonna have to call IT.
I gotta call IT, guys. Sorry. Yeah, nothing's changed on my end.
We can power through. We can power through.
Let's power through. I'll try to have Veronica come and help. I'm sorry.
They're trying to convince George Clooney to be the next James, but he's like, dude, I'm too old. I can't be. And he's like, and the last time that I tried to play like a superhero type character, we know how well that worked out. Yep, there you go. Now you're clear.
Oh, now I'm clear.
Veronica walks by.
Veronica walked in, and now I'm better. That is so weird. Okay. Nice job, Veronica. You fixed it. Okay. Anyway.
Wipe your lens, Drew.
No, Veronica already did that for me. Veronica already did that.
Veronica wiped the Wi-Fi for you.
Yeah, that was the first thing she did. She came in and was like, wipe that off. And she went, wooka, wooka, wooka.
So yeah, he makes the joke. He's like, yeah, the last time I tried to play a superhero action character, how well that worked out for us. We all know how Batman worked out. Like, so he makes the joke about himself in the Batman movie. And so they're like, well, he's like, well, who do you think should be the next James Bond? And he thinks it should be Idris Elba, the guy from the last Fast and the Furious movie.
Yeah.
Which I think, he'd be a good Bond, but I think he's also he's like 46, 47, 48, something in that range.
Yeah.
So by the time you got production, now we got a 50-year-old Bond again. And I know Daniel Craig's like in his 50s and he's amazing. Mm-hmm. But like, I think they should go younger. Bond, I love Bond. Bond movies are like literally my jam. But I think they should go we've already had like the older kind of rough and gritty Bond.
Sean Connery.
No, the David Craig.
Oh,
one.
yeah.
The current Bond is like, he's a little bit on the older side. He's not like, your 20-year-old guy. He's a little bit more rough around the edges. He's very, rough. So like he's kind of already played that. So I think like if you put Idris Elba in there, it's kind of the same. I know 50 is not old, but when you think about an action star,
yeah,
and a James Bond who's supposed to be like, the crazy pinnacle of the spy game and stuff like that, I think you're like, I'd like to see a little bit younger. Like they've never really explored the like, early younger Bond, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. Do they ever, like I told you before, I've never actually watched James Bond movies. I know it's a crime and I need to. So did they ever explain how James Bond became James Bond?
They do a little bit in this. They go through a lot of his backstory about how he became like in the things and whatnot. And they show like him first becoming Bond and some stuff in this. So they've kind of done a little bit of that, but like, I think I'd like to see a little bit maybe younger-y type Bond. That's just me. Yeah, I think like they've even said like Henry Cavill. I think he'd be amazing.
Wait, is that the guy with? We'll say it again.
Superman.
Okay, yeah. No, I can see that. He's a handsome, rugged-looking man. He could pull it off.
Oh, dude, people are upset because he got injured on The Witcher. A report just came out like filming The Witcher. He hurt his leg, and now they have to like postpone the production because like he was doing his own stunts and somehow he hurt his leg.
What?
And now like they have to like break down the set for like 3 months or something. But
why would you do your own stunts? That always blows my mind.
Are you just saying that, Lorna, that they already know this, but they haven't announced it? Or did I miss something? Because
Christian Bale.
Oh, no. I don't think he'd be a good Bond.
No, see, I can see that, but I need to watch the Bond movies
Um,
to even have a say.
he doesn't seem very Bondy to me.
No,
No. But speaking of Christian Bale, as if the next Thor movie could not have gotten any better, Christian Bale's the villain.
ooh, that'll be good.
It's like Gore the God Killer. Gore the God Killer is the character he's playing.
Wow.
And it's this like crazy powerful dude who like kills the Asgardians or something like that. And he's got like a thing out for the Asgardians, and his name's like Gore the God, and it's gonna be freaking Christian Bale.
Christian Bale's awesome. I love Christian Bale.
Dude, he is going to nail that. Dude, even if it's just Patrick Bateman as the MCU.
Yeah. Yep.
American Psycho was such a brilliant movie.
No, dude, he was amazing.
Even the non-killing, the business card scene.
Yeah.
He's like, it's ivory with a hint of taupe. And that font, like them like geeking out over their business cards and being like, yes, she's a 007, but she's not James Bond.
Oh.
There's a difference, because they can't make, like, to me, they can't make James Bond a girl because that character is not a girl. It doesn't make sense. Now, the 007 designation was like his, like the TK number of the stormtroopers. It's a number that was assigned to that spy. So like she can take over when he retires, she could take over that 007 designation, but she won't be James Bond.
Good point.
In my opinion.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
Yes. He kills people with an ice pick. I love it. That'd be great if he just ice picks them to death like that. Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, that's his weapon. Yeah. Instead of Thor's hammer, it's Christian Bale's ice pick.
No, they're not going to get Lorna. They can't get rid of the James Bond character. That's not going to happen. I don't think that the James Bond fans will go for that. It's kind of like the all girl Ghostbusters reboot. It didn't work. It wasn't really destined to work.
It was okay though. I enjoyed it, but it wasn't.
It wasn't okay because the three actresses are hilarious.
Yeah.
But it was the fact that it was trying to be a Ghostbuster movie. Like if they could have just done something else with those three characters and not try to say it was the new Ghostbusters.
But right. No. If it was his own thing, but you just said something. Sorry to go off on this tangent, but it's tangent away. Like you're saying, I think what you just said about all the three actresses, excuse me, or four? Was it 3 or 4?
I think it's 3.
3 or 4. Anyway,
no, because the fourth was Chris Hemsworth.
That's right.
He nailed that role, dude. That dude's a funny guy.
Oh, he was amazing in that, dude. I love that when he's like has his glasses on, but there's no lenses.
Lorna, you are speaking my language. You are totally speaking my language.
End of can't change the format. Yep.
Yeah. It's one of those things where you just don't do it, please.
Don't mess with the what do you call it? The frame.
It would be like if you're gonna we're gonna make James Bond this girl. It would to me be akin to saying, you know what? Shaft is a white guy from the suburbs now. It's like, wait, what?
True.
No.
Yeah.
The Shaft character
that is the Shaft
predicated on not being a white guy from the suburbs. It doesn't work.
Right.
So stop changing things just to change things.
And make them not as good.
Right.
Yeah. But no, like you said about the Ghostbusters, all of those actors, or all the actresses and even Chris Hemsworth, they were all comedic, which is where they went wrong. Because if you look at the Ghostbuster, and what I mean by that, they were kind of all over the top a little bit. Where if you watch the regular Ghostbusters, you know what I mean? You got Harold Ramis, and he is a little more calm and not over the top. Like your funny guy is Bill Murray.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Not crazy slapstick funny.
No. But he's like, if you watch that, you're like, who's
Right.
the funniest guy in that movie? You're gonna be like Bill Murray. If you
Right.
say who's the funniest guy in the new Ghostbusters, they're all funny.
They're all funny level 10.
Yeah.
Like there's
right.
no straight guy. There's no.
You gotta have a straight guy to set up the
And
joke.
I think the other thing that they missed about I was watching Adam Savage. He was asked about the all-girl Ghostbusters and why it did or didn't work to him.
Mhm.
And he made a great comment about like the original movie had like like stakes to it. It felt like it was like seriousness. There was things going on. It was like very rooted, and it had like comedy throughout it, but it wasn't all comedy, and there were
Right.
like real stakes to it.
Yes.
And you just didn't get that feeling in the new one.
No, it's just like wacky, what
It was
crazy
just
things
wacky
can we
slapstick
do?
comedy, and there was no like, oh crap,
Yeah.
the world could end.
Well, world can end. Oh my God, we're going to jail now because
Right.
nobody believes us and all that stuff. And yeah, I get that. Yeah, you're right. There was no stakes. All pinkies up. Well, and also in the original, the Ghostbusters. I don't know if you must have the movies that made us with Ghostbusters, and you got Dan Aykroyd talking about the fact that he wrote this because he has like paranormal.
Mhm.
Like people in his family that actually like believe in it and like.
Yeah, the new Ghostbusters looks kind of cool.
Which one is that? Did I miss that?
It's a new movie coming out, and it's kind of like there's like a group of kids who find the original ectomobile in the town where like Dan Aykroyd's living or something.
Gotcha.
Like it's very related back to them, and like it looks a little bit better.
Yeah. Or some sort, not origin, but a little more.
I don't agree. I think if you want to do that, make it a girl spy movie. Like it just doesn't make sense. It'd be like, we're gonna make Wonder Man. Well, we already have Superman. Like, why do we need to make like Wonder Woman a guy? That doesn't make sense. Like, let Wonder Woman be the Wonder Woman, let Superman be Superman, and like stop messing with things just to mess with things. I'm a curmudgeon old man when it comes to that. I'll admit it.
You really are. No, but you know what it is though? What happens is it's almost like when somebody makes a movie and it's amazing, for example, like Nightmare Before Christmas, amazing movie, right? If they made a sequel to that, in my opinion, it would dilute a little bit of the original because you're kind of making it, but it's not really like, you know what I mean? Like almost like it's a watered down version in a sense, I guess.
Right.
I don't know.
But that 007 character is so iconic and like so like he's a womanizer. He's a kind of a bad like it just doesn't work as if you translate all of those features of the 007 character to a woman, it doesn't really work out really well.
True.
Like I know it's it's a different time and things like that, but I don't know. I'm just stuck in my ways on that. It just doesn't make sense to me. It'd be like making Superman a girl. Well, we have that. It's Supergirl. Just do a Supergirl movie. Why does Superman now have to be a woman? Like,
true. I agree. Well, like She-Hulk, like we said too, where it's like,
do I need that? I probably don't. I just rather watch the regular Hulk. Right. But like I said, I'm a curmudgeon old man when it comes to that. Like, I don't want you changing the things.
You don't want life to change, Jamie.
Right.
Yeah, I'll tell you on that.
It's like, let's do Star Wars, but Luke is a dog. We're going to remake Star Wars, but Luke's a dog now. How about that? Let's do that one. Why? Why is he a dog?
Make him Doug. Can you imagine
he's got a collar, and Doug is a Jedi now. I actually watched that.
Yeah, I know. I think you're on to something. Dude.
I just met you. I don't like you.
Ooh, hey, look, I'm gonna fight like Darth Vader.
Oh my! Do you hear what the latest the big quote unquote rumor is about the whole Mandalorian thing?
No.
The next big bad guy in Star Wars is Grogu. They're building it up to turn him into the next villain
Really?
because he keeps using dark side stuff, and they're saying that he's going to turn bad.
That could be a twist.
It could be a crazy twist. Everybody who loves Baby Yoda and Baby Yoda is now a bad guy.
Sales are going to plummet.
I don't think they'll ever do it because George Lucas knows about the toy sales.
Yeah.
And I think that they'll do the same thing. Because I think that was one of the things that I thought was absolutely. You didn't watch Game of Thrones, correct?
I did not. No. But you
Okay,
can
so I
spoil
don't wanna-
it. You can spoil it. You can spoil it.
Well, so there was this the blonde girl was I don't even remember her name. That's how long it's been. Well, oh my God. Does somebody put it in there? What was the blonde girl from Game of Thrones that everybody loved? She was like this great. She was supposed to be like the savior. At the beginning of the series, she was like this savior, the queen, and she was going to save everybody. Turns out Khaleesi. She's cray-cray. That she straight up murders thousands of people, like crazy style.
Wow.
And all these people named their kids Khaleesi. Before that, it was like the number one name for like new babies. So now there's all these girls named Khaleesi who they thought was going to be the hero, who turned out to be a crazy psychotic person. And now these kids are all named.
Well, but you know what though? You weigh it out and do statistics or whatever. One of them might be a little crazy. I hope it doesn't do that, but
It'd be like, all these people be like, I'm going to name my kid Darth Vader. He seems good. This guy seems like he's got
or Anakin.
And he turns out to be Darth Vader.
And he kills children.
Horribly.
It's not good.
Daenerys Targaryen. Yeah, Khaleesi. So like people were naming their kid Daenerys and Khaleesi, and like these are like really popular names. And then turns out that she's like, dude, if anybody names their kid Grogu,
oh, dude,
I love Star Wars. I could never submit a kid to that, man.
No.
That's just not. Maybe Mando. That'd be a cool name.
Yeah.
This is my son, Mando.
Man, you know what? I'll just call my kid Brown Eyes.
Brought it all back.
See how we did that? Name him Brown Eyes.
Oh my God. Old Brown Eyes.
Good old Brown Eyes.
Oh my Lord. Let me see what else. I have so much more stuff on here. We went over that. One bit of news, and this is just for you, Drew, so you don't mess this up.
Oh, I'm sure I will.
When you do get when you're out of your blockout dates,
blockouts, nice.
January 8th,
Mm-hmm.
mark it down in your calendar.
Veronica, January 8th.
Festival of the Arts starts on January 8th.
No way. Really?
Yes.
Isn't that kind of early, or am I thinking it's early?
January 8th to February 22nd will be a taste of Festival of the Arts.
Dude, I love Festival of the Arts, man. I love that festival. I think that's underrated.
Some of my fondest memories were us walking around Festival of Arts, looking at all the art.
Yep.
We found that Boba Fett in the carbonite. We took the picture with it. Oh,
dude.
I can't believe that it's been over a year that we did that.
I know. Dude, this year, the days went slow, but honestly, this year has just flown, in my opinion. It really has.
Yeah.
How about you? Do you feel like that?
Yeah, it does. So what's your name? I'm Grogu Smith.
Or if like the last name was like Bodu. My name's Grogu Bodu.
Okay, Drew. The next time we go to Starbucks and they're like, I need a name for the order. Grogu.
I like it. I like it. Grogu Smith. I'll say Grogu Smith.
What's your name? Grogu Smith. They'll be like, what?
Yeah, you heard it right. My parents.
I don't know. I don't know how my parents knew. Somehow They named me Grogu, and this stupid Baby Yoda thing is just killing me.
Named after me. Can you believe that? I know. Everybody's like, hey, what's up, Baby Yoda? And I'm like, no, dude, my name is Grogu.
My name's Grogu, dude. I don't know why they named the kid that. It's killing me here.
I know. Be sensitive. Be sensitive, you know? My name's Grogu.
My name's Grogu Smith. Stop making fun of me. Could you imagine that?
Your actual name is Grogu.
Actual name was Grogu. And like then this comes out and everybody's giving you crap.
Oh my god.
What's up, baby?
Yeah, Baby Yoda. What are you, a baby?
Choke me over here.
Nope, I'm gonna really choke you. I'm still learning the dark arts, you know?
Yes.
Grogu Groot.
Grogu Groot. Grogu Pikachu Smith. I like that one. That one's pretty good.
Jamie, try to say Grogu Groot 10 times fast.
Grogu Groot. Grogu Groot. You can't do it. Grogu Groot. Grogu Groot. Grogu Groot. Grogu Groot. Your mouth is like this.
It's just like that old thing where they say toy boat. Have you ever done that?
No.
Dude. Toy boat.
Toy boat. Yep.
To boy. You end up saying to boy. To boy.
It goes to boy.
What are you doing, Jamie?
Dude, it's so good. I want more.
Well, gimme. I'm going to do it as well. Because it is
just I need to get a little bit more of that mango flavor going right now because, dude, this thing was so good.
Oh, yeah. Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, my God.
That is phenomenal. This really is.
I could just drink that bottle.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Grogu
Macron. Hey, Sammy, do you like macarons or macrons?
Dude, I finally got to film some stuff for the cooking channel.
It's about time.
I didn't cook anything. These companies have seen some of my videos, and now everybody's sending me things to review.
And his wife's going to kill him because he's going to have too much.
Because there's
stuff.
no place to put this stuff. This week, I got a juicer and a giant air fryer oven with a rotisserie.
And what that air fryer, didn't they have recipes for that?
They did. So the air fryer I got was obviously Chinese. And I'm a graphic designer, and I have done my share of typos in designs. So I'm flipping through the recipes, and there were no recipes for macarons.
No,
there were none there, but there was a recipe for Heesburgers.
Heesburgers.
Hees steaks. I'm sorry, Hees steaks.
No, but it was like he's a steak.
He's a steaks. Like, it was just not even just like, it wasn't just missing the C. There were other letters that were wrong. And then, but the other best one was pork chops.
Pork chop. Dude, I'm eating some pork chops.
He's got Smart Pack.
Dude, he's got Smart Pack with his pack chops.
Okay, we need to address this, people. So we like playing the clips, and it's fun. And so far we've gotten away with the Star Wars stuff and whatnot.
Yeah.
So last week we did the Smart Pack, and we were like, oh, we'll play that. It's hilarious. We'll play Smart Pack. So we play the Smart Pack commercial. Everything's fine. We play, and then somebody, I don't know who, suggested that there was an SNL skit that was really funny with Casey Affleck. We're like, okay, we'll play that. So I played that. Show was fine. We made it through the whole show, no problems. As soon as the show was done, we get the copyright violation. And this wasn't just a like a lot of, for those of you guys who don't know YouTube, you can get a copyright violation and then everything's fine. And they're just like, oh, you're not going to get any revenue if you have ads. We don't have ads right now anyway, so it doesn't matter. It's like, you're not going to get any revenue because there's a copyright strike against you. This wasn't a copyright strike. No. This was, your video is blocked. Nobody can see your video. And the reason we got blocked was the SNL skit. So I was like, okay, fine. They give you the option, like, what do you want to do? I'm like, cut it out. We'll just you hit a button, it says cut it out. It cuts it out, and that was fine. The show said it was processing for like 4 days. It wasn't visible. So I actually had to physically cut it out, re-upload the show, and then it was fine. But I left that show to process. It finally did process. And I deleted the one I uploaded because the other one had more views and had the watch time associated with it.
Right.
But it eventually, like after 4 days, finished processing the show. And you could watch our last episode.
But it's just so crazy how long some of these processing things take.
Yes.
It drives. I honestly, I don't understand why it takes as long as it does. You know what I mean? Like really, like 4 days, dude, that's a little excessive. That's a little excessive.
And it's not like this is even, 4K. This is a 720p stream.
Right. Nothing fancy.
We're not fancy here. We're
not fancy pants over here, but we try.
The fancy pants. So Drew, what do you got going on, buddy?
What do I have going on? We are going to go live from Magic Kingdom tomorrow. I foolishly thought we were going to go live around 4 tomorrow, and then I was like, oh wait, I got to pick up kids and then I got to drive to Orlando. So anyway, Magic Kingdom tomorrow, sometime after 5 or so.
Wait, you got flagged on a shirt being in a video?
Yeah, Mike was telling me that. Yeah, a Bill and Ted 2020 T-shirt got flagged for like political something. Well, because I think it was like, vote.
Oh, no political ads? It was like a fake political ad, and they're like, no?
Yeah, they flagged it for it.
Drew.
I hate you.
Hold on.
Oh yeah.
Let me see if I can turn around without breaking my camera. Hold on. At the outlets.
Really?
Yes.
What? How much? Let me guess. $20, 25.
They are. I think they're $29.99.
$29.99, dude.
Instead of $70.
I get one. I have yet to.
The wife bought one, and she's like, "Oh, I don't think it's your size," but it was mislabeled. She bought it as like one to give as a gift, and she's like, "Oh, it's one size down." And guess what? It's not one size down. It's my size. It's labeled. The hanger said one thing, and the shirt was a different one. I'm like, that looks like it'll fit. Let me try it. And guess what?
Give me that. I'm gonna make it fit.
Dad now has 2 Star Wars. I got my Mando, and I got this.
Dude, I don't have any yet. I got to. I'm frozen again.
You're back. You're slow. You look like there's like Queen needs to come wipe the lens.
No, you know what? I think it's probably the storm, man. Because we were getting high winds and
we don't have nothing going on over here.
I think we did earlier. I don't know if it's still going on, but yeah. All right.
V, where are you?
Yeah, I know. She's near me. She's near me. Just keeping an eye on things, so I don't screw anything up.
Tomorrow, but it'll be later.
Oh yeah, sorry. Like 5 o'clock or so tomorrow from Magic Kingdom. It'll be our last Disney park live stream. I know I'm a little sad, dude. I have to admit. For our blackout dates, which are 2 weeks, and then Sunday we are going to go live from Universal.
Ooh.
Yeah, I want to go over to Islands of Adventure to see like the Dr. Seuss landing and see the Grinch for Christmas, and have some fun doing that. So that's what we got going on.
And you might do a double that night, according to Queen.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yes, we might go live like in the morning, morning till early, like maybe till like noon, take a break, and then maybe come back around 4 or so for like the nighttime lights.
To see the lights.
Yeah. It'll be a long day, but it'll be a fun day.
Cool. What else? Anything else planned after that, or are you just winging it after that?
We're going to kind of wing it. I mean, we're still going to keep our Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday live schedule. That's what we're doing. We're going to try to probably hit up some resorts. I want to get over to Wilderness Lodge, see what they have for some treats, walk around there, Disney Springs, that kind of stuff.
Well, the kiddo goes on vacation here starting after Friday.
Yes.
I may be able to join you for one of said resorts or something.
Yes. Well, let's both we'll talk about it and decide on.
Charge all the gimbals.
We bought it. We bought a new gimbal today. We got to pick it up tomorrow.
Charge all the gimbals.
Like, I can't tell you guys enough about the gimbals. They were charged for more than 12 hours today. And I had to go through 2 gimbals in 3 hours. So one of them, I know it's the motor going. It's just done, I think. The other one, I couldn't even tell you. But we bought a new one today. Yeah, we bought a new one today. So hopefully that will. Can
you return the other one? Because the other one was a new purchase, wasn't it?
No, unfortunately, no. It was we had purchased it from a fellow YouTuber.
Ah, okay.
So we didn't get it directly from. Yeah, no, we already returned the Q2 that was like, we had it and it was like vibrating as I walked, and I'm like, I'm not even dealing with that. So I'm hoping this new gimbal will be, good enough to go for at least 4 hours on a charge. Nice. So that's so that's what we got going on. What do you got going on besides hopefully coming and hanging out with me?
Yeah, well, I'll be putting my video up. I'll be doing a live, not live, outlet update on Saturday for the Disney Character Warehouse. Yes. Keep doing those weekly.
Yep.
I'm gonna probably try and do one of the recipes we talked about from Disney this week. I don't know if I'll put it up on the Dad Got This channel or I'll put it up on the Dad Got Parks channel because it's a Disney recipe. Right. So I'm not sure where I'll put that one, but I will. I think I'm gonna do the Jack Jack cookie. I'm gonna try that recipe. It looks really good.
And it
looks like it might be there.
That's a Jack Jack Num cookie, dude.
I just don't have the little paper cups yet, and so I got to figure out what to cook it in to make it that cookie shape. Like, I don't know, maybe like muffin tins or something.
Well, they have
big, but
they have silicone like cupcake, like kind of lighter things, like bigger ones. Yeah, I've seen them.
Okay,
and you can put them in the oven and everything. So maybe try looking that up. Because I know they sell them, and they sell them a little bit, different sizes.
Yeah, I want a big one. I want one of the large, so it's more like more like Jack Jack's.
It's like a cookie pie. It almost kind of reminds me of a cookie pie type thing.
So I'll also have a review of that air fryer or unboxing, and then I'll have an unboxing of the juicer, and then I'm gonna have to test those. So those are coming. And hopefully get out there with you sometime. That'll be fun.
Oh, you will. Well, hopefully. I'll be seeing you Saturday morning anyway.
Oh yeah. So
we're gonna be there hanging out.
Yes. So that's kind of what I got going. For those of you guys who don't know, you've probably seen a lot of your favorite YouTubers posting these little 30-second videos, and they're vertical. And you're like, what the heck is this?
Mm-hmm.
And you'll see like everybody's putting this hashtag shorts on stuff. YouTube is rolling out a new feature. It's not fully supported in America yet. They're beta testing it in India. But what it is it's basically they're trying to be TikTok.
Yeah.
So there's going to be a section eventually of your YouTube app called Shorts, where you're going to be able to just click on that and then scroll through all these random videos that are going to kind of like automatically start playing as you scroll through. But you can do it as a creator in the United States. So here's what you need to do. If you are a YouTube channel and you don't know about this, it has to be under 60 seconds. It has to be shot in vertical format. And that's it. And then you have to tag the title or the description or both with hashtag shorts, SHORTS.
Mm-hmm.
And some people have gotten ridiculous results with these things. Smaller channels have gotten hundreds of thousands of views on these little shorts.
More exposure.
You are going to notice a ton of these coming up in all of the feeds and everybody you follow. So just keep that in mind and put up with it, because they're short. They're little short things. So they might not be the content that you're used to seeing from us, from either me or from Drew. But we're trying to do it because it's a great way for the YouTube algorithm to discover you and you to pick up new viewers and things like that.
Yep.
Eventually, they probably won't even show up in regular people's feeds. They're only going to show up in this shorts thing. So it won't be, because I know some people have said it's annoying because, you know, these creators who normally post like one video a week and they're used to that, and there's like nice production value videos that they're watching, all of a sudden there's like every day there's a new shorts or 10 of them and their notifications are going crazy.
Yeah, going nuts.
It's because everybody's trying out this new feature.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, no, you have to hashtag, you have to have it vertical. No watermarks. What do you mean by watermarks? From what I understand, the rules are vertical, under 60 seconds, and it has to have hashtag shorts in the title or the description or both. Now, I've been doing both just to stay. What do you mean you can't put that? You mean like in the title, or I'm not sure what you're saying, Jason, James, and Mike.
Oh, he means like your logo.
Like we can't have a logo on there or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you can or not. Maybe not.
Maybe. They're basically supposed to be like little TikTok videos. Mm-hmm. Things that you're going to scroll through and be like, oh, that's kind of neat. All right, cool. And the next one goes. When you actually, eventually there's going to be a section on the YouTube Creator app that says like record short. And it's going to automatically formulate it and do everything for you right within the app. There's supposed to be things that you like really record on your phone and then post to the shorts thing from mobile. It's all supposed to be consumed via mobile, really. It's not going to be things that people are really watching on their computers or their TVs. It's not going to be made to show up in those feeds like that. Oh, your logo. Okay, that kind of makes sense. Me being the know-it-all that I am with stuff, like I'm terrible, and I feel like I'm bad, but like Disney Stranger posted one the other day, and he's like, I saw him tag a video as hashtag shorts. So I sent him a message. I'm like, hey, if you're actually trying to do the hashtag shorts, your video is not going to be a hashtag short because it's longer than a minute. It's not vertical. So it's not going to qualify. You're not going to get that. And so the Disney Stranger's like, I can't stand vertical video. It literally grinds my gears. He's like, I can't do it. I can't do it.
I don't blame him. I feel you on that, Stranger.
He's like, I won't do it. I refuse. I don't care if I got 1 million views. I'm not doing it. Yeah. And I totally respect that. And I was like, just so you know, you don't need to write hashtag shorts though. If you want to do little quick short videos, you can. But keep in mind that the YouTube algorithm, they're probably not going to count those shorts against you, because what YouTube does when they're trying to rank a video. So if you have a video that's not a short, and it's a really short little video, like a minute video, it can rank and you could get, views from it, and you could get lots of views from it. But when YouTube's deciding what video to show on a topic, so let's say Drew makes a parade video and I make a parade video, and Drew's parade video's 45 seconds and my parade video's 8 minutes. As long as my video is good and people are watching any portion of it, YouTube's going to go, we would rather have somebody watching 8 minutes of something than 40 seconds of something. Right. Because that 40-second person is then possibly going to be like, okay, I'm done with YouTube. I'm going to go somewhere else. Right. Or I'm going to go do something else. Yep. They want to keep you in. So they wait that watch time and they rank videos based on that. And they go, okay, well, this one's got more chance to keep people watching and things like that. So we're going to bump this one up in the search thing. So even though they're the same topic, the longer video will rank higher and get shared out more and delivered to more people.
And bury the other
short video, and they'll bury the other one.
Bury it, man.
But if you have, a great following and great subscribers who watch all your stuff, you can beat the algorithm by lots of your subscribers going ahead and watching it and thumbs up, liking it and watching the whole thing. And then watching another one of your videos right after that one came out. They're going to go, okay, well, this person's audience is very engaged with this video. So we'll go ahead and we'll post that up. But if that doesn't happen, that video is dead.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
But the YouTube shorts go completely against all the algorithms, and literally, like, most YouTube videos, this is really deep nerdy stuff. Most YouTube videos, they live or die in that first like day.
Yep.
So if the video doesn't get traction in the first day, it's very unlikely that it's going to get traction later.
Right.
Now, there are people who've had videos where, like, if it's a specific enough topic and then all of a sudden that topic becomes popular and starts getting searched, people can find it, and then that video will explode out of nowhere. But in general, the way it works is if your video doesn't really perform well in the first day or so, it's not going to be a banger for you.
Right.
The YouTube Shorts is not that way. It doesn't matter how it does in the first day, hour, whatever. Out of nowhere, YouTube can just decide, we're going to show this to everybody.
Right. And I'll tell you, that happened to us with the shorts, because Veronica posted just like the little parade of the little soldiers. And it had been like, let's say 2 days or so, something like that. And we only had like, I don't know, 90 views on it. Then all of a sudden, Veronica goes, one of your videos is spiked. Long story short, we got, short, get it? We ended up getting 14,000 views on that video for whatever reason. We have no idea why.
It was 4 days after you posted it.
Yeah, something like that. It was just like days after we posted it,
which normally does not happen. If you go back and look at any of your analytics of a video, most of the time it's not. It's either it takes off pretty well and it climbs from there, or it dies and it's done. It's pretty much the two. It's never like 3-4 days later a video will spike and go crazy.
Right.
Now, a year later, 6 months later, 8 months later, for some reason that video could be getting recommended from another big creator, did a video like Drew.
Yep.
Not to call Drew out again.
Call me out.
Drew had a video spike. He said, why is this video all of a sudden doing so well? It was one of his antique mall videos. And what happened was Paging Mr. Morrow did an antique mall video.
And he's bigger.
And it was the same content. Well, he's a bigger channel, and he got, just because of him being him, he got this crazy amount of people watching this video. Well, YouTube was like, hey, these people like the antique mall video. Guess who else has an antique mall video? We're going to recommend Drew's video.
Yep.
And then a big percentage of the people who watched Nate's video moved on over to Drew's video, and Drew's video exploded.
Yep.
And now that video's got like 10,000 or 15 or 20,000 views.
Yep. On something that honestly, had that not happened the way it happened, that would have got 400 views, or you know what I mean? Whatever.
400 or 500 views or something like that. Yeah.
Little tiny views where, it really does have to do with the topic. Like around Halloween time, you know what I mean? You could have a video that was like Halloween inspired, and all of a sudden that might get some traction.
Now the slow grind, that happens, Disney Stranger. So like I said, you can have a video that just dies a slow death when you first post it, but over time will grind and get crazy views. Like my rice video. I always make fun of my stupid rice video.
I love it, dude.
When I posted that video, the first 3, 4, 5 months, I maybe had 300 views. And then all of a sudden, it hit the algorithm somewhere. And it started getting views. And then it started getting more views. And then it started getting more views. And now it's got like 35,000 views.
It's insane, dude.
And YouTube is kind of like credit. It's an analogy I like to make.
Yep.
When you don't have credit, it's freaking impossible to get credit. So if you've never had a credit card or anything like that, unless you're an 18-year-old kid in college, where they just send credit cards out like freaking
willy-nilly.
But if you're an established older person and you just never had credit for any reason, go to try to get a credit card. It ain't happening. But if you have credit, everybody wants to give you more credit.
Yep.
You're like, I don't need the credit. I already have the credit.
I already got it. Thanks.
So it's kind of the way it works in YouTube. If you don't have a big following and a bunch of people watching your stuff, it's really hard to build that big following and get a bunch of people to watch your stuff. But once you have that, they just say, oh, well, that's a big person. We're just going to go and put their video out to everybody.
Yeah. Right.
And you know what I mean? So
which gives you more exposure, which gives you more people to, you know, potentially subscribe.
It just perpetuates the cycle.
Yeah.
People really do like rice.
Yeah. Hey man, it's the food of the world, you know?
My wife eats it with every single meal. Hey guys, we hit 145 subscribers tonight. Thank you so much.
Awesome, man.
We really appreciate all that.
Yes, we do.
I mean, we this is our fun channel.
Yep, this is our baby. This is our baby Grogu channel.
And it's funny because I was talking to Drew. We're way late, but I don't know, whatever. I don't care. I'm still up. I was talking to Drew just the other day, and I was like, dude, out of everything I do on YouTube, and I do a lot.
He does way more than I do.
I have like a ton of channels, and I film things and I edit things, and I love editing. I love graphics. I love all that stuff. My favorite thing of anything I do is this show right here.
Yep, this is our baby.
Because there's a bromance going on here. I'll fully admit it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I clicked with this guy. I just get the guy. Like it's friendship. It's great. But it's just like sitting down and talking with friends.
Yep.
And it's so much fun. And then when it's done, it's done.
Yeah.
Like I don't have to edit it for 5 hours.
Right. It is what it
put
is.
music in it and like add
nope.
It's just done. And it's so laid back. Like, you know, we put a lot of work into the prep of the show, you know, picking topics and news and stuff like that. And
this guy, you get all the credit for that, dude. You do an amazing job, man.
But you know, after that stuff's done, it's just chatting with you guys and talking to the chat, and you guys throwing something out, and then we're like going off in a direction on something. It's just fun. Yeah, and this is legitimately the most fun I have on YouTube.
Yep. Just hanging out, dude. We're hanging out at home. Yep. Everybody, all, you know, a big family, Jamie.
Drew, did you celebrate your 3,000?
I don't think I did. I don't think I did.
Are you actually at 3,000?
Yeah, I'm actually
because you know, I know how YouTube likes to play with people's emotions. We're like 3,000, 2,800.
Yeah, no, I'm proud to say that I am at 3,139 subscribers.
Oh, they ain't taking that back.
No, they're not taking my 3,000 now. Nope. Yeah, it was thank you, man. You know, and for those of you who don't know,
you deserve. Oops.
Oh, Jamie lost something.
My mic.
Jamie lost his mic. He's having a Drewman.
Testing.
Jamie's having a Drewman.
Yeah, you deserve 6,785 more.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, no, it's for those of you who don't know, YouTubing, trying to get a channel up like Jamie was talking about with credit and all that stuff. It's a grind, man. It is an absolute grind. I remember this time last year. This time last year, we didn't even have 200 subscribers. We hit, no joke. Veronica told me the day we had like 165 subscribers or something like that. And that was New Year's Eve day. And she looked at me that day. She goes, "We're hitting 200 today." I swear this is a true story. And I'm like, yeah, right. Dude, it was like 15 minutes before midnight. All of a sudden, we started getting subscribers. It went to 190, 192, 196. About 5 minutes before midnight, 200 subscribers right before midnight, dude. But my point is, we have worked so hard, and I know you too, Jamie. You work your butt off, dude.
Look at you now, buddy.
Seriously, it's amazing, and that's progression. You know what I mean? That's that progress that you got to keep going. So anybody, if you're thinking of doing a YouTube channel, just grind it out. It is a grind. You do not, maybe 0.01% people, you know.
I've watched every video about how to hack the algorithm, how to do this, what to do. It's silly, it's dumb, but it all comes down to make good content.
Period.
Because even if you are the best, know every tip trick about keywords and tags and titles and how long a video should be and when you should post it and what time you should do this at, even if you knew all of that, if you don't make good content, it's not going to do anything for you, because people aren't going to come back and care. They're going to watch one video and they're going to go, meh.
Mm-hmm. No, but you know, it all boils down, Jamie. You could have all the information, right? Like somebody had said this. I think it was Gary Vee, a motivational guy, but he was like, you could give somebody all the information on how to work out, right? You could tell them to do this, to do that, and that, you know, you can drink this drink to get your muscles, da 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 da. But at the end of the day, all that information means nothing if you don't actually do it. Like we have to we get out of work just like everybody else, and we get in the car, drive to Orlando, get everything set up, do the thing, and it's just you just got to keep doing. Whether you get one subscriber that day, 28 subscribers.
And Camilla, that is part of the reason that we love supporting other channels. And we will have, if a channel wants to come on and talk to us here, and we'll plug you and we'll talk to you. We'll go into other people's live streams and we'll comment on them, and we'll talk to those people and all that kind of stuff. And because we're not big channels, we're not, but we know how hard it is. I know how hard it was and how excited I was to hit that 100 subscribers, and I was able to get my custom URL. Yep. That was literally like my big YouTube moment, was the fact that I was able to get my custom, because I had 100 subscribers.
And that's 3 numbers, Jamie. You know what I mean? Like you hit the 3 number mark, and it's like
I hit 3 digits, and I was like, man, I made it. I've done it. And I know how hard it is to get from that 1 to 5 to 1,000 to 15, and to keep grinding out from there. And it never stopped, and it doesn't seem to get super easy. Nothing's been easy the whole time. And if we can talk to somebody else and help somebody out, and like I said, I'm a nerd. I look into all of this stuff. I look into all the tech stuff. I look into all the how to do things and all that kind of stuff. And dude, send me an Instagram message. I'll talk your ear off. I don't care. I will help anybody out. If I knew how to do something and it could help somebody, I'm not going to hold it back and be like, no, I'm not telling you how to do that because it's going to hurt me. I don't look at things that way. Drew doesn't look at things that way.
No way.
We would never, not help somebody or give them a tip, or, here's how to get a stable connection so that your live stream doesn't lag, but I'm not going to tell you that, because then, you'll be able to live stream like I do. And then it's going to hurt me. No.
Well, that's the thing, man. Nick from This Is Us, they came into a couple of my lives, at first, and were like, how are you live streaming? Because we had less than 1,000 subscribers. And this information that I passed on to them was given to me. So I'm like, of course I got to pass this on. So I let them know, hey man, this is what we were able to do. We're going to share it with you, because that whole, I'm going to hold all the information. Come on, man. No, it's supposed to be something that you want to do a channel. I know what it takes. You know what it takes. And it's like, if these other people are busting their butts, why not help them out a little bit? Because we need the help too. And I need my logo made. I didn't know, how to make a logo. And then you were like, hey, I'll make you a logo. And I was like, really?
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Dude,
But,
that's just the way we are. And that's kind of the reason that another one of the reasons I get along with this guy. We're not going to bogart the stuff to keep ourselves better than you.
No way.
Heck, because you know what? Maybe one day down the road, you'll get bigger than we are. And you'll be like, you know what? You should check these guys out. They're awesome.
Yeah.
Because we weren't jerks. And I'm just not a jerk. It's just not in my way to do it. Now, Jamie, I am truthful. I am truthful.
That's
so
different.
I will tell you the truth. And to some people that may say that you are a jerk, because I won't sugarcoat it. I'll tell you, this is what you're doing wrong. This is what I think could help you. And I'm not going to be super nice about it. But that's just, I'm kind of gruff like that.
No, see, and I like that about you, Jamie. That's why another reason why I think we're good friends is the fact that I would rather like I'll know you're a good friend if you tell me I have something on my face. You know what I mean? Or tell me if I want to hear the truth. I don't want you to tell me.
Or you'll let me go an entire day around the park with a chocolate chip on my cheek.
I didn't even see that, man. You know me. I don't even notice where I'm eating half the time. I don't even
You don't know the name of the restaurant or anything where you're at. Nothing.
I don't. I just go with it and have fun with it.
You just go with it.
But if I see
I just looked it up. 35,000 people have watched my dumb rice video.
Everybody get on there and add to it.
And it's horrible. Oh, you guys want cringeworthy stuff? Like, go back and watch. If you're a creator, go back and watch your first videos.
Ooh, I don't like my first video. But I keep it up.
Dude, it's so like I went back and I rewatched that video and I'm like, oh my God, the camera looks terrible. Oh, the audio's bad. I'm so wooden.
Yep.
And but it's a progressive, man. You just keep moving through.
But it's all about your perception too, because I know what you mean. Like my first video was just awful. I mean, it just wasn't good. I didn't know what I was doing. I had no idea. And but I always will remember. I've gone back a couple times and looked at it. I'm like, well, it's bad. But my perception is I'm like, okay, I look where I was. And then I look where I am now. And I'm like, okay, obviously I've gotten, I'm not perfect by any means. I never will be at doing what we're doing. But it was like, I have definitely improved. And that's such a cool thing to be able to, I've documented that. We've documented our progression, which is awesome.
All right, guys. I think we are going to call it a night. We've been rambling on for quite a long time.
We did it.
Thank you to all of you for sticking with us tonight.
You guys
I saw at one point we had almost like 22 people in here, which is amazing.
It's awesome.
Yeah, some hot sauce.
A hot sauce.
There's a little bit of like a chunk of hot sauce right in there, and it's coming out. Sorry about that, people. So thank you for sticking with us. We really appreciate it. This is fun for us, and this is fun to have you guys in here. Check Drew out on his live streams Tuesday, Thursday, Fridays at various times in various locations. Just make sure you're subscribed and hit the notification bell, and then you'll know when he's going live. You can also follow him on Instagram. He usually will put up sometime that day, hey, I'm going to be live here. So check Drew out on Instagram. Plus, Queen V does a fantastic job with their Instagram.
Yes,
she takes great photos. She keeps it updated. She's better than me at Instagram.
I'm better than
100%.
Better than me.
She's better than you at everything.
I know.
Except
staying on camera, because she doesn't.
Except staying on camera. She's like,
and I'm gone.
Nothing beats. I'm going to pull the clip of her for like 3 minutes. We'll be right back, guys. We'll be right back, guys. Oh, so good.
That was the best.
Good.
That was a great
moment.
That was a great moment.
Drew.
Yes.
What is the only way to live?
There's only one way to live, guys. That's in the moment. And this guy does not do outros.
So that's it. Have a good night, people. See you next week.
Bye, guys.